Welcome. 808's on cam debut episode. Woo! One of many. Today, though, we have, for an inaugural episode, we have to have inaugural guests. And, of course, I'm going to introduce them in a second. Actually, Mateo is going to introduce them because we do have something planned for you guys here. I mean, yeah.
Are you guys ready for this? I don't know if you guys are ready.
I'm ready.
You might want to take a headphone.
Born ready.
Headphone warning.
Yeah, headphone roll.
Headphone warning.
Y'all watch like UFC?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening, sanctioned by 808s and Cold Takes. Our four hosts conducting this interview at studio side are Braden Castellano, Mateo Valdez, Max Lopez, and Carlos Fernandez. Also helping in spirits is our honorary member of the 808s family, Yuhng Rodriguez.
Johan, we miss you.
We love you.
Shout out Johan.
This interview bout is brought to you by nothing. We don't have any sponsors.
No sponsors.
But if you're listening, we are looking.
That's true.
Sponsors
And
coming
now,
soon.
for all the 808s fans watching around the world, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from the 808 studio in Max's spare bedroom, it's time.
Yeah.
5 rounds for the first time ever on camera. Introducing first, sitting in the right chair, an R&B and hip-hop unicorn holding a release record of 1 album, 2 EPs, and 14 singles. He stands 6 feet and 2 inches tall, making music out of Gilbert, Arizona, presenting Yuhng Haze.
Yeah!
And
Welcome,
now,
thank you.
sitting in the left chair, he's a smooth-singing sex symbol, holding a release record of no albums, 1 EP, and 16 singles, standing 5 feet 10 inches tall, making music out of Phoenix, Arizona, presenting Lew.
Yeah!
Man, I love y'all, man. Appreciate it. Thank you for having
What's
us.
I haven't used that voice in a
What's
while.
up, what's up,
Man,
man?
hey, it was
That was grand.
needed
That
it.
was amazing.
We wanted to make it special. We're trying to stand out here.
Hey,
Nice.
y'all standing
I
up,
loved
man.
it. I loved it.
First of all, thank
I
you.
love this
Thank you a
mic.
million
Holding
times
it.
coming on here. We appreciate it. We
Early in the
appreciate-
morning, too, by the way.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
10:30 right now.
No problem, bro.
Yeah, it's
But-
really.
Of course.
But
I
thank
love
you.
this.
We love having you guys here for our inaugural episode, of course. We're just gonna kind of hop right into it. We split it up a little bit, so we'll talk kind of about early life beginnings. Then we'll get to the music, and then we kind of got some random ass questions in here, and we got
Bet.
a bunch of fan questions that we just have in this jar, and we'll fucking roulette that
They're
shit.
a lot of fun. They're a
Yeah,
lot of fun.
there's some ones in there. There are some questions.
Yeah.
Ready to
Got
raise
it.
some.
Got
I'm
it
not
scared.
lying, but
Kind of
So-
scared, but let's do it.
So, obviously, for those tuning in, and for us, we know you guys as Lew Yuhng Haze. You make music out of Arizona. But we want to know, before we knew you, before y'all was at that Sheraton, when y'all was kids, where did this all start for y'all?
That's a great question. Did you want to start? No. Damn. Okay.
Or should I press this? What's it like growing up here? All that shit. You know, growing up here, music here. How does it tie in?
That's a great question. I feel like growing up here, there really wasn't a music scene, at least that I knew of, because that was when radio was hot. You know what I'm saying? So, I just had I wasn't exposed to anything that was going on in the Valley, if there was. So for me, there wasn't really anything that was like super influencing me starting my music career, or like me being interested in making music. So it was kind of just like, you know what I mean, whatever was playing, whatever was hot, Rihanna, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that on the radio that I was just vibing to.
Rihanna was tough.
She had a crazy run. But yeah, nothing really from here that influenced me, but just music in general, you know.
That's nice. Growing up though, outside of music, what was you doing as a kid? Like, what was being in Arizona like for you?
Playing outside.
Yeah.
Skateboarding.
Burning my ass.
Yeah. I wanted
Yeah.
to I was playing, there's like this GameCube game called Tony Hawk American Wasteland.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
I loved that shit so much. Me and my sister would like go out and skate and build these like shitty like wooden carved like ramps and stuff and like
Yeah, man.
Do you know how to skate? Do you know how to skate?
like not even
I-
barely
Do you
like
even
I
kickflip,
can
bro?
I can try. Like I've gotten better. Like
We have,
actually, like I have like a
skateboard
little
behind
bit more
you.
coordination. When I was little, I was like just fucking around. But like
It's a lot
Yeah.
easier when you're younger, man.
it was fun.
yeah,
though.
man,
It was
your knees
fun.
don't hurt, man.
What
Yeah.
was hobbies like for you specifically? Because
Yeah,
if
that's
he's
a good question.
skateboarding, what are you doing out there?
Man, for me, so like my first ever athletic endeavor that I've ever done was like skateboarding, but I was like 6, did a kickflip, and then that was the last time I've ever touched a skateboard. And then I got into football shortly after that, and
Okay.
then that was the majority of my childhood. So from 6 until 17, it was football and track
Okay.
for me like year round.
Yeah.
So
That's pretty cool that you mentioned that because we have something here for you.
So Mr. Zilu mentioned his whole
That's some
football
darn
days.
Oh,
As we
shit.
know,
We have something special.
Yeah,
Oh,
our
Lord.
friend,
Mr. Lew
our
here.
friend Z here.
oh Lord,
This is
Can you explain this to us? Go ahead and hand that over to.
this
And
is
actually,
crazy.
why don't you go ahead and show it to that?
Show it. If you could
I
show
seen
it,
that
show
picture.
show the camera here
That's
too,
a classic.
so people can see it.
Yeah, show the camera. So
That's a
what are the
classic.
people looking at right now, Zilu?
Yeah, what is this?
So these are the best 3 athletes to ever come out of Phoenix.
That's crazy.
Better
It's
than Cody
framed.
Bellinger,
It's
better than
framed.
Man,
Terrell
the-
Suggs, better
hey
than
man,
all them.
who's Terrell? No, I'm playing. Terrell, we rock with you over here. We rock with you. I'm playing with you. So on the right here we have, as you guys know, is Shy Reese. I know him as Justin.
Oh yeah.
He's in Sam X, amazing artist.
Shout out Sam Max.
Shout out Sam X. We love y'all. In the middle, we got my boy Chris right here, probably the fastest man I've met in my life. And then on the left, you have Zach. That's not Z.
Z-Lou.
That's not Zilu. That is Zach.
Oh, okay.
That is Zach.
True.
But
That's
this is
crazy, Lou.
This
What,
is pre
what
Zilu.
position you was playing out there?
Man, I was I started out at running back, then I moved to slot receiver, because I wasn't growing as fast as the other guys were.
They had to keep you on the inside.
Had to keep me on kind of on the outside, and then receiver, corner, kick returner, punt returner, and then I kind of went
That's
up
sweet.
to high school. So
So yeah, that's yours. You can have that.
I appreciate that.
So-
You say it says "bless this child" right here. This is
Yeah.
so
I love
cute.
the frame.
This is so.
The frame's
The
awesome.
frame is like sending it for me.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
appreciate that.
I was trying to find one that was like them,
That's
them
so-
That is so.
That's so funny.
like
That's
them
so
corny
tough.
ass ones where they have like ball, like a football on
They
it.
cross
or-
too.
It was like green, like it's grass or some shit. But I found that one. I was like, all right, bro, that's the one.
That's fire.
That's the one.
Bless this home.
Blessed.
Bless this child.
Shifting to Haze a little bit here. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe your parents are both immigrants. No,
Yeah,
from
mhm.
Africa.
Nigerian.
Nigerian.
Shout out
Yes, sir.
Nigeria.
Shout out Nigeria. How
Shout out James and Julie.
was that
Yes.
household? Was that any different from typical American household, or was that?
It was definitely different. Like much more strict. Like they just had like high expectations, you
Yeah.
know, all that. So like initially, like when like early in the music, when I was into that, like they were skeptical for sure. And they still are, you know, you got to prove them wrong. And like, you got to prove
Right.
to everybody,
Yeah.
you know, as long as you put your heart into it. Like, I actually had a conversation to Toby Lou about this. I was like, dude, how'd you get your parents? Because he's Nigerian. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's how I really like resonated with him initially. I was like, dude, you're Nigerian. That's crazy.
I did
And
not
he-
know that about Toby Lou.
Dude, yeah, that's how I really like got into him initially. And I talked to him. I was like, bro, how did you get your parents to be on board? He was like, bro, if you're 100% about something, your parents will automatically, like, if you show them how serious you are about it, they'll like be like, okay, like you got this, like, you know. So
Yeah.
that's really the approach that I'm taking, like day by day. So
Was music? Did they listen to any music that's from over there at all?
oh
Like, in the
yeah,
house and
yeah.
stuff?
Nigerian music's on the up, like as of lately. Like
I'm telling you, that's
I know
so
y'all
true.
heard that one, the song, the "Make Me Swim."
Yeah.
Make
That's
me
like African
harder.
artists, like
Yeah.
Kid, like Burna
Yeah.
Boy, like all these like artists that are coming
Bro,
out. It's
I
like,
love Burna Boy's
dude,
new album. That
Burna
shit
Boy
was
yeah,
dope.
Nigerians
6'7".
representing, bro.
Burna Boy's
Like
hard,
they're
man.
out
Shout out
here right
Nigeria.
now.
Pause.
Yeah,
That shit
so
was good.
Huge
Um,
yeah,
pause.
that's all I was listening to when I was growing up. So like that's all very familiar to me already. So
Yeah.
That's sweet.
people
Then,
just catching up. So
I
That's
guess we
facts.
can.
mhm,
Obviously, it's early on.
mhm.
Now we can kind of hop into Zilu and Yuhng Haze. How'd y'all meet? How did this come about? What was this? How did this happen?
Yeah, so freshman year, ASU, there was no room in the dorms, so like they were restructuring, like they were still assigning roommates, and like the in between limbo of that period, they like had us in a hotel like the Sheraton, and then they randomly just put everyone in there, so they didn't have time to like give people. We didn't know what roommates we would have when we were in there, so I walked in, and then like Z walked in after, and I'm like, oh shit, like this nigga look like the homie. Like, I was not expecting that, because I had someone else that's supposed to be assigned to me, so like I was expecting someone completely different, and then he walked in. I was like, oh, that's cool. And then like off rip, like our families kind of like got along, and like it was just
That's
chemistry.
awesome.
Yeah,
That's dope.
That's fucking sweet, man.
yeah.
Then I guess from there we can segue into how that
Yeah,
went about.
so you guys met at ASU. So did you guys already start making music? Like, did you guys share that passion, or is that kind of something that you discovered as you kind of were in the beginning of stages of knowing each other?
I want to say, from what I remember, when we talked the first night in the hotel, we were talking about that we were just getting into like making music over the summer before, so like just a few months before we met, I believe. Yeah. And then we showed each other like what we made.
Like terrible ass.
Yeah, it was
like nothing. Like
bro.
shit.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy that my phone is cracked and I didn't save those files. Yeah, it was
You gotta
rough.
start
Got any
somewhere.
like voice memos and
Yeah,
shit?
it was like I would record on like Audacity, and like
Okay.
I'd use
Yeah.
like band, like what
Is
is
it
it?
Guitar Hero?
Band Hero, or
Garage
like
Band?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
Band
no, like the
or-
Wii
Guitar
game with
Hero,
like
Yeah,
yeah,
Guitar
and it
Hero.
would come with the mic. Like
I think that's band or rock band.
Rock Band, yeah, the
Rock
Wii
Band,
or
yes,
whatever, like it
yes.
was. Yeah, I used the mic from that and like plugged the USB into my
Oh,
like
shit,
computer.
that's
Yeah,
funny.
No, he
I
was
started recording using that, and like
the
I would
sock over
make
the
songs
mic,
with my
man.
little brother
Closet,
and
stock
shit. So
mics.
yeah,
But I
so-
remember that time. It's crazy. So the reason I even considered like vocalizing and like being like a singer or a rapper was because of him and his brother. So they made a song called Summer Vibes that they like just released on SoundCloud like before we met. Like was it a month or something? I don't know how
yeah,
recent it was.
yeah, around a month.
Yeah, it was recent. And then he played it and I was like, nigga, this is you? And he was like, yeah, it's me. And I was like, nigga, this is tough as fuck. He's like, nah. I'm like, bro, this is hard. And then from there, I was like the same night, I like found a beat off of YouTube, and then I put it in GarageBand on my phone, and I tried to make some shit, and it was horrendous. But just it like ignited something in me, and then from there, it's just kind of been us, I guess. But
Right.
yeah.
Damn. So is it safe to say that if you didn't meet Haze, would you be making music right now?
Definitely not.
Wow.
Definitely not at all. Mm.
Huge,
That's
huge.
yeah. I
Shout
can.
out.
So
That's
I didn't even think that's so true. Yeah,
that's
You know
crazy.
what I'm saying? Yeah.
It's dope that y'all like inspire each other too. Like y'all like
Yeah.
keep each other like not accountable, but like motivated, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
So with that being said, though, I want to know a little bit more about kind of the nuances of your influences. So Haze, I know you specifically cite guys like Toby Lou. Obviously, we just talked about that. Tyler, the Creator, Samino, guys like that, as direct influences. But do you guys want to explore other avenues of music? I would, if I'm listening to your music as a consumer, I definitely categorize it as an R&B, alternative rap fusion of some kind. I know, obviously, dance hall, Afrobeat is a big thing in your life, Haze. Is that musical direction something you want to take?
yeah. Eventually, for sure. Yeah.
Maybe not now. or
I
in the
just
future.
I just want to do it the right way, and I wanted to do it like authentic to me as well. So like definitely eventually, but I'm not sure yet. Whatever happens. I've definitely messed around in that pocket, but I'm not sure. I don't know if it'll come out to see the light of day.
All right.
Possibly.
Bouncing off of that directly, I guess this might just be more of a direct, like pretty simple question. And also for Zilu as well, since we kind of went over like your inspirations and stuff, and you mentioned like when you were little that Rihanna, like obviously she was like the biggest star ever at the time. Do you have anyone else that you take direct inspiration from?
I'm not gonna lie. I was not paying attention.
Oh, it's okay.
Can you re-ask that? I was I was scared. I thought the camera turned off.
I was
sorry.
I
was looking at
shat
Max.
myself. Yeah, no,
I'm
we're
so
good.
sorry.
I
I'm
just-
so sorry.
The first time we filmed, what was what?
That was when we had.
I
both
do
Or no,
not
I didn't wanna- I don't
near
wanna have a
enough
repeat.
storage to record. a
Yeah,
whole
that's what I was
podcast
like.
I didn't
on
wanna
my
have
phone,
I was like,
so-
it took me back to that moment. I was like, damn, I know.
I
shit
lost-
off.
No, I
'cause
don't
last
have storage
time-
on my phone.
Last time we interviewed y'all, we lost the
yeah,
audio.
the
We
audio.
lost all
Oh
of it.
yeah.
So I was like, oh my god, man!
I
Like
remember that.
That shit, if it
That
says
sucked.
recording on it,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Woo!
Very good. Very good.
Jesus Christ.
Very good. I'm sorry.
I was
No,
good.
you're good.
Anyway. Hey, what up? This is Max. I'm editing this. Yeah, so we definitely lost the rest of the fucking footage. After about the 25-minute mark, 26-minute mark, you will not see us ever again. I made a dunce cap decision there, and that's on me, but you do get to see our beautiful friends' faces. So, yeah, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of this. Thanks. We love you so much. Take care. Bye.
Sure. So just bouncing off of this talk about inspirations and stuff, we mentioned a lot of his inspirations, and you mentioned a lot about when you were growing up how like Rihanna was like the biggest star in the world and stuff, and that was like really cool and special to you when you were younger. Is there anyone else that you take direct inspiration from when it comes to either when you started making music or even up to now as well?
Yeah, so initially, like a part of, or like Haze, Toby Lew inspired me to like really get in the mix, because when he like released, I forgot what project it was. I think it's Toby Lew on the Loop or something like that. Yeah.
On the purple cover.
Yeah, it's like
Mhm.
before
Yeah.
Live on Ice.
Yeah.
Like right. Yeah.
That project, I ran through the mud, like up and up and up and up and up. I was like, how does he do this? But he inspired me. Recently, it's been more of like Frank Ocean,
Okay.
Jaden Smith,
Oh,
some Jordan Ward in there.
Jordan Ward. Huh?
Oh, that's a good one.
Recently,
That's the
because of
name.
him, all of like the new artists I find out about are through him or through her. Really, so it's kind of funny. But yeah, really a mix of those three right now. I'm trying to figure out me within that. But anything that I like or that like, you know, turns my ear up, I'm like, damn, like I want to try something like that or see if I could figure that out. But
Yeah, that's dope.
yeah,
Jordan Ward, that's a one. His album came out this year, right?
Yeah.
Max put us
Album
all
of
onto
the
that
year,
shit.
bro.
no misses project with no misses.
Yeah, that
it was
surprised
pretty
me.
dope.
That album really came out of nowhere. Like,
Right.
or
And
I
I saw
heard
it-
of him before, but like it was just.
He was Beyonce's dancer, wasn't he?
Yes,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, there's
Oh, Beyonce's
video of
backup
him.
dancer.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That's
And
pretty cool.
I found out about him because Joyce Rice posted about him, and I really like Joyce Rice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Joyce
yeah.
Rice is
Joyce
tough.
Rice is tough
She's
too.
She's
Blue
cool
album
as fuck.
covers.
There's
Mhm.
something about them blue album covers.
Yeah.
But-
Something about him, man.
You got to
Wow.
come here though.
She's tough. Yeah.
He's skipping AZ for some reason, but
Who, Jordan?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
A lot of
yeah.
artists
Yeah.
do that, man.
We went to LA just to see him live.
Oh, no shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was performing at UCLA for like this
Whoa. Hell
random
yeah.
like,
Like some
yeah, and
jazz
we were like,
festival.
dude, we gotta see
Up
him
in-
live.
Damn.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
Damn.
He was
He killed
was
it.
That's
good,
the man.
dude. He's
That's
so
the
good.
man.
He killed
I
it.
bet
One
he
day.
probably awesome live too, because he probably
Dude,
dances and
But
shit.
he's
Yeah.
tough, bro.
He was so good.
That's probably like how Joyce was too.
Yeah.
Because Joyce dances too.
Yeah, Joyce had her whole
had a
set
bunch
was
of choreo
choreographed.
and
It was
it's
sick.
And
awesome.
Joyce is so tough, man. She's so
sick.
tough.
Yeah. So, I mean, kind of continuing this conversation about influences. And this question is kind of for both of you. I guess, Z, I'll start with you. Do you have an influence that would shock people, or maybe not so much an influence, or maybe an artist that maybe people wouldn't expect out of you, that you listen to, that are like, man, like a guilty pleasure, I guess, is a better question to phrase it.
It's a great question.
Like a niche influence, something very specific about your craft that you can credit to certain artists.
I can't think of anyone off top. I feel like all the artists that like really inspire me are pretty niche. Just because like we know them, but like if you go to like probably another country, they
Yeah.
might not know them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like they're not like worldwide. No.
Yeah.
I don't know. You might have to come back to me on that. I might let Haze
We
go.
we can actually get back to you on that because
Yeah,
that one will come up later.
but
Galley, bro. Galley.
Oh
For
shit.
sure.
yes, I forgot about Galley.
He is so awesome, bro. Like
Damn.
The way his production and music
A1.
and everything is A1. Like
Damn, what's that?
he did like a project with Alina Baraz, which
Yeah.
Do you guys know it?
everybody
Yeah.
knows that. He does like production on like the whole thing. Like and it's just like he is that sound. Like there's no like she has amazing vocals, but like the production that he does is like
Is A1.
I've never heard that shit before. Like it's
A1.
so
But
good.
he dropped this song called Shy Dancer. That was my legitimately, like Ella knows, that was my favorite song for like at least half a year. Like it
Is
was
that song Blowback? Is that his?
Yes.
Yeah,
Dude,
yep.
Yeah.
I was
That
like,
song's my
dude.
shit. Bro.
Oh, that's
Okay.
crazy. That's crazy.
I was like, I know that name. And he produced a Toby Lou song too,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
he
he
does.
did
High Score.
High score.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
High score. That ending is
video
crazy,
game
by the way.
sample.
I love him, bro. He's
That guy's sick.
amazing.
That is a kind of because no one really. He's kind of. I wouldn't say he's like.
No one
underground,
knows him.
but he's
no
like-
one knows him.
Yeah,
He's
like-
low key.
You gotta be in like into that kind of sound to like know who he is.
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Mhm.
Damn.
Yeah.
Forgot about him.
I love him, and probably some other people. I can't even like.
That's what I'm saying. I have to go through my playlist
Right now,
probably
yeah.
or something. But
mhm.
After like taking all this in, like I noticed like you guys have like a very like, and I was even able to like tell with the music, and I've been wondering this, but after like hearing you guys talk, would you guys say there's any like video games, like anime, music, or movies that like inspired your style in a way?
Yeah, all of the above. I love anime.
What's your
I'm-
favorite anime?
Shit, bro, man. I grew up on Naruto and Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball
Oh,
Z
yeah.
is
Call
tough.
me
You
basic.
can't really go wrong with
Call
it,
me
though.
basic. I love those two. I like Demon Slayer. All the new like animation is like
Sure.
cool on that. I love I could never finish One Piece. It just never ends. Like I just
I'm not even
Yeah,
gonna start that shit.
that's
yeah.
That's like a series I'll watch like the like 5 to 10 episodes, and
Yeah.
really it's like something about like the colorization of everything. But
Mhm.
after a while, I'm just like, bruh, there's 3,000 more episodes. I got shit to do, dog.
let it
No,
in.
That's
yeah,
true.
Let it in, bro.
never ends.
Have you seen Death Note?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I watched it with Frankie by Frankie.
Yeah.
She,
Oh, that one's a good
yeah.
one.
Great
Mhm.
one.
Her name's Ella, but yeah, her art page is by Frankie. But
That's
we
true.
watched it.
Shout
It
out
was
her.
cool.
Shout out, bye, Frankie.
Shout out Ella.
cool.
Yeah,
She's
shout out
sitting
Frankie.
right behind the camera.
Shout out Frankie,
Yeah.
man.
Not on
Can't see her,
camera,
but-
she's here in spirit.
She is here.
Death Note is cool though. Yeah, I love Death Note.
Nice.
What's that one with like where they turn into weapons or like they have like a partner and like the
Not
partner's
Chainsaw Man,
a
or is it
scythe.
Chainsaw Man?
No, it's
Scythe. Is that Ruby?
no, it's
I don't know if Ruby's really considered an anime like that in that
I
space.
don't remember what it demon no something eater soul
Soul
eater
Eater.
soul eater.
Soul Eater.
I watched that randomly. That shit was kind of cool.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
What do you think about it?
It was good.
Really?
It was a
Okay.
short one. Like it was good though.
Okay.
I liked that one a lot.
Check out
That's
Full
what's
Metal
up.
Alchemist, dude. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's,
I have to pick that
Brother.
up.
It's the greatest shit ever made, man.
I gotta pick that up.
It's hell of a story.
Yeah.
The manga, and I've read the manga and I watched the anime. It's just like it's such a good story.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
That's what's up.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
We can shift now kind of out of beginnings and talk about where you are currently.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna let Brain take because he speaks for all of us, but probably our biggest question for you.
So basically, this can be as simple as you want it to be, or if you want to like really dive into it.
We're
Totally
willing to
up
dive
to
into
you.
it.
Because I also have a follow-up question with this from a fan, which I never even thought to think about until now. But do you produce and mix your own music? That goes for both of you. And if you guys want to just dive into that one at a time, or if not, feel free.
That's a great question. It's kind of a mix. So, we have people who or just friends like who produce, and then they'll send us a beat pack or something, and we'll hop on some
nice.
beats, and then we'll send it back and play that kind of back and forth game. And then there's some beats that we get off of YouTube that we end up buying that we use as well. Just depends on like time and all that stuff because sometimes we don't have a lot of time to sit and produce and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because life gets busy. I know I mixed actually 2 of your projects.
Yeah, Lavender Town,
Lavender Town.
is one of my older projects that was like completely mixed and mastered by Z. So
Mm.
Hell yeah.
he's like getting so nice with like mixing and like vocal chains and everything. And
That's the
Yeah.
all
that's the
that.
secret weapon, bro. If you can mix,
Dude.
you can
Yeah.
master. If you can
Yeah.
mix, you're
Mastering, man.
They're
Yeah.
always looking for. Everybody wants to be a producer, bro. But
yeah,
Yeah.
if you're a mixer,
yeah,
You'll get-
and he's getting it like on lock now,
Yeah.
so it's
We're getting
dangerous. Yeah,
Yeah, we getting
It's
there.
nice. Yeah,
Pro
We getting
Tools?
Mhm.
No, we have Pro Tools, but we use Logic.
Logic.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Hell
yeah,
Mhm.
a little bit of FL here and there, but
Yeah, honestly, we're trying to like master all of them. Like
everything. Yeah,
Pro Tools is so
Ableton.
like quick when you record and stuff. You can like punch in
Yeah.
quick. Like
we all
So
we
when
all
you
learned
learn
on
it-
Pro Tools.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
When we was at
Pro
school.
Tools is so. I don't know. You go back in. It's quick. It's
Yeah.
quick. It's cool. It's
yeah.
really dope.
It's crazy. Some people like just like don't know how to record themselves, which is like blows my mind. So like the fact that we all in this room know how to work our way around like
Yeah.
software and all this stuff is like very like.
I feel like
such
a lot of
good
people don't
skill.
take it seriously either. Like a
That's
lot of people
true.
just won't
That's
take
true.
it seriously
That's
enough.
true.
That's
Yeah.
true.
But for the people that don't or that aren't privy to sound equipment and softwares,
Mhm.
explain a little bit what you're talking about as it pertains to like Pro Tools and punching in all that.
Yeah, yeah. So like when we record and stuff, like being able to have a preset on the vocals to like EQ out frequencies and stuff like that to
Yeah.
have your voice sound the way you want to. When it's like you're just rapping, it's a little bit easier because it's like less that has to go on. But like
Yeah.
when it's like singing vocals and all that, if you want like reverb and delay and all that stuff, like
Makes your voice sound better.
yeah, it makes your
Yeah.
voice sound better, but lets you have like a different paintbrush to paint with. It's like a canvas.
Yeah.
You like make art in a different way. You can kind of like mess around a little bit more. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like,
For the people at home, everybody does that.
yes.
Very
Yeah.
few artists, very few artists in this world can do
Oh,
it
yeah.
raw well.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
That's yes.
It's
true.
just more
Pause.
fun. It's just more fun.
Pause. Yeah. that was crazy. That was crazy.
Oh, we get
But-
crazy
He
here.
ain't doing it wrong.
I be like it crazy, man.
All right, and then the follow-up
ready,
question
bro.
for that as well is: do either of you have a favorite plugin whenever you are in like the realm of mixing or producing?
Great
Going
question.
crazy with the
That's a
flags.
tough question.
That's Vex.
so-
Vex asked that question.
Oh yeah, that's from a fan. That's from a
That's
fan.
from a fan?
Oh, dude, yeah.
That's a great question. Oh,
Shout
because
out.
yeah, shout out whoever asked that
That's
question.
Vex.
Vex.
That's Vex.
Yeah.
Shout out Vex, man.
That's a man.
I would say as of recent, I would say CLA vocals or the CLA 3A, which is a compressor.
Okay.
CLA vocals is like it's like a 5-in-1 kind of plugin. So you get like a compressor in there, you get reverb, delay, stereo imager, so like a flanger, some kind of modulation.
Complete dynamic.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So you can kind of get
Whole
your
package.
vocals sitting how you want to and kind of mess around with like the effects in there.
That's dope.
I like it a lot. I just got like Waves Creative Access or whatever. It's just like a subscription
Dude.
that you pay and
I
you get
remember
like
them Waves
200 plugins.
subscriptions.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
so it's like I got like the 200 plugin one or whatever, but you get to use all those, and you have like a endless, creative. What's the word I'm gonna use? Just like you just have a lot of creative freedom with that. So
Nice.
that's kind of why I got it. But that's the most recent plugin I've been happy with and most satisfied with, I would say.
Nice.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
I would say I like the vocal transformer plugin on Logic.
That's cool.
And then what is it? The Sound Toys one that we don't have yet, but like we used it before.
was it Little Altar Boys?
Yeah, Little
Oh,
Altar Boy. That's
yeah.
cool. That's fun to play with.
It's just like
That's
it
the name
like
of the plugin.
yeah, like pitches
Damn.
your vocal like down or up, or it's like a pitch shifter.
Okay.
Both of those plugins are
So
the vocal
funny ass
transformer.
name.
That's an interesting name. for a
yeah,
plugin.
yeah. I was
some
yeah.
weird names for plugins, bro. There's
It's-
some weird names.
it's
Do you
really
mind
up to
if we
them.
use little altar boy?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Shit, crazy.
got to head back to the manufacturer.
Yeah,
man.
bro.
That's a good one, yeah. I like to mess with that.
Yeah.
What do y'all think is like your favorite song you guys have ever made? And to contract that, what is your least favorite song you guys have ever made?
Together or separately? Or
Separate.
either?
Well, I mean, we're gonna get to together in a little bit,
Okay.
but like if it happens
Se-
to be
oh,
together,
I gotta go to the SoundCloud joints for this one. Worst song?
yeah.
Let's go to the SoundCloud joints. Wait, do you have one on top? Off top?
That's tough.
Something in 2018 for me is probably a worse song.
Some old.
Yeah, something.
When you didn't know better.
Yes.
It's just releasing shit.
And I was just out here doing it.
It's like the song I made after I heard Summer Vibes.
Yeah.
That's my least favorite.
That one that was actually pretty cool though. That one.
Summer Vibes.
No. I love that song.
I was like, that's just deep cut, bro. That's a deep cut.
That is a deep cut. Ooh, I would say
I like this song that I haven't dropped yet. It's called Everything's Alright. It's like unreleased.
That joint is fire.
I like it.
That joint is fire.
It'll come out soon, but
Hell
that's
yeah.
my favorite right now that I have like in my like rotation.
Sweet. Damn. Well, I guess we can't really ask too much about the song then in that case, but
Yeah, I know.
When it's out, it's out.
yeah.
But to that, I will say congratulations on the new album that did drop this year.
Yes,
Dropped
sir.
in
Sir.
September,
Yeah.
beginning of
Yeah.
September, right? So
Yeah,
how's
yeah.
that
Shout out
been
Home
so
Security.
far?
It's been good.
Good?
It's been good.
Well
It's
received
really
so far?
yeah. It's really just been like different people like different songs, which is kind of like like that's like a good thing to me. I'm like okay, like it's not like unanimously people are like oh, and like I heard like the podcast y'all were like
Oh yeah, we all had different favorites.
dude yeah that shit was crazy to me. I was
We
like
all
what?
did love it.
What
though.
is your
We
what's your opinion on shit like that? Like, would you rather
Dude.
people
Yeah.
all like the same thing?
Yeah, we talked
No,
about
bro,
that.
no.
We talked about that.
Like I really like if people have like different favorites in the project that I love that. Like that's really like the goal of it is like someone can take something different away from it
Think
each time they
everybody
listen.
can.
So like that's really
That's awesome.
yeah, that's tight. I like when people
That's funny because we didn't know that either going into it. We all were just like,
Yeah.
the fuck? Shit. All right.
Yeah.
You got a different
Yeah.
favorite. You got a different
Yeah.
favorite.
We do everything. Just we don't discuss anything. We just press
Yeah.
record most of the time.
Yeah,
That's
no.
super
And
cool.
that's like genuineness that like I appreciate. And it's not like y'all are hating when you say like this isn't for me. Like people who take that personally, it's like, bro, like like
Yeah.
not everything's gonna be for anyone, like everyone. And like early on, you kind of like realize that when you make music and you're like being vulnerable and putting stuff out there. I think it's like the vulnerability of it. Like when you
Yeah.
put something out there, you want people to receive it well.
yeah.
And if they don't, then you're like, all right, then we'll like like I'm not going, but like it's not personal, so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, just to kind of like reverse that question on its head, like when making a song, has there been a song like that you hated while making, but then it turned out to be like one of your favorites? And to kind of vice versa, that a song that you loved at first making, but like is like you're just not as hyped about as you once were?
Or you just didn't even end up releasing it. And did you have an answer for your favorite or least favorite song?
Oh yeah.
My favorite song
We
that
kinda-
I've
we kinda
ever
said it.
made, I would
Yeah.
say, is "Lullaby" off of "Good Vibrations."
Oh,
I think that was a song where I like said exactly what I wanted to say, and it's clear, but I colored it how I wanted to color it. You know what I mean? So it's not like it's not flat,
Beautiful.
but the message is still clear. So
Oh, cool.
Hell yeah.
yeah, shout out to Frankie on the vocals, Yuhng Haze on the vocals. They were in the song. They were just background
Hell yeah.
vocals.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, is there to Los's question? Are you guys ever in the studio like, but then it ends up
Dude,
being a
yeah,
hit?
Gone
Gone
was
was
like
that one. Yeah.
I did the hook for it, and then it like sat. I was like, bro, I don't know about this one. And then like we played it for Brandon BDS.
Yeah.
He like we played it for him, and he was like, dude, this is like good. And then I was like, yeah, maybe like we'll go back and finish it. And then we like went back in and finished it, and then like everyone loved it. Like,
Yeah.
and then I fell in love with it from like putting a different like fresh
Yeah.
mindset on it. So.
Yeah.
It's just like those moments. I feel like those moments happen because when you're in the studio and you're like re-listening to the same thing 100 times, it can get stale, right? And that fresh air you had like obviously goes, and it's like now you're critiquing too much to where you can't really see it how it's supposed to be seen. You know what I mean? So you start making drastic decisions like, that's
Especially
not
like in
that
the
good.
mixing process.
You feel me? Yeah, same
Yeah.
thing with mixing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's good to, send songs to people because they have fresh ears, a fresh perspective. There's no judgment. You know what I'm saying? No preconceived notions with it. So that's probably the honest response you'll get. It's kind of what we got with Gone. As honestly, I didn't expect because I thought it was like, it's like we did that in 2021. It's like, it is what it is. But then he was like, I gotta finish it. We're like, okay. And then we
Song's
did.
great, bro. That
Yeah.
song had to ground me though.
I remember editing the
Appreciate it.
outro to the episode for your review, and we used that song as like the outro song. And like it was at the part where it's like me next to you, that little like bridge part,
Yeah.
and like that shit literally because I always remembered more the chorus of that song, the I'm feeling so alone.
Your
but then-
choruses, bro. They fucking
This man,
stick in your head.
probably
Really
one of
do.
the best
Really do.
writers.
Wait, I
Thank
got
you.
nothing. It's just in my head, man.
Yeah.
That little bridge then was like stuck in my head because like I like when you mix a song, right? When I'm editing the podcast, I do a lot of mixing too, and like take out some like extra like if someone isn't talking for a while, I'll just cut out that dead audio so it's not like taking up the mix and stuff.
Yeah.
Just because like I used to be mixing music all the time, so I kind of have that like mindset a little bit.
Yeah.
Perfectionist.
My man, my dog.
It's annoying,
it, yeah.
but it's annoying,
yeah.
but it's like a necessary evil kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
But then that bridge, that song, that was stuck in my head for like a whole ass week after that shit. I was like, God damn. And I put in sound bites too, like from songs from the albums that we reviewed. So like obviously there was clips from your other songs that I put in there too. So like all those, it helped me kind of grow on the album a lot more too and get more comfortable, get more used to. Like I'd like recognize this song off of this chorus now instead of just like, because we'll always take notes and stuff before we review albums. But now it's like I'm so much more in tune with that album now as well, and probably whenever yours comes out, we'll definitely probably review that as well.
Appreciate it.
On the topic of the duo, do you guys have a favorite song you guys have made?
That's a good question.
I think honorable mention is like
See you
Lover
soon.
Bay and See You Soon. Yeah, See You Soon was like the first actual song that we put out on all platforms, and like that was a song with both of us on it, and like
Yeah.
that was a good one.
Yeah, I feel like a milestone, I guess. I don't know.
That's cool you mentioned that because
yeah.
For sure.
we have
I actually forgot about
Haze.
this myself. I'm not gonna lie to you. That shocked me. That shocked me too.
Do you understand why I have this here?
Oh, the sample on the beat.
That's fire. Oh.
Show the camera,
people
of course.
what you're looking at there. So
This is
what are we-
Super
Game
Mario
over.
World.
So Super Mario
Nintendo
World, man.
enchantment
Yeah.
System.
Man, we were. That's crazy.
I was gonna. You guys kind of dived into it, but what does that song mean to you guys? Obviously, it's like you said, a milestone. It's one of the first songs I heard with both of you on it. So like, I'm sure it
Yeah.
plays a big.
That was
mention.
really like when we were doing our shows, like to start with, we were doing a lot of them together and stuff like that. So like that was really just like putting our first, like our best foot forward, like not even like our best foot, but just like dipping our toe into like what we would get into. So, and we did it together. So like that was
Yeah.
like the beginning of it all. So
That's sweet.
it's cool. It's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. And on the topic of that, new music. You have a new single this year, Zilu, Sunset Lover. Great song, by the way. Love it.
Thank you.
I
Appreciate
fucking
it.
love that song.
Appreciate
I really
that.
want to know
I
though.
listen to it every day.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Genuine.
That's not an
So good,
exaggeration.
dude. That song is
I
so great.
appreciate
Song.
it.
It is.
I listen to that song every day.
I'll pump you up a little bit here. You know how they have the on repeat on Spotify?
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Sunset Lover is
Yeah.
on repeat.
Right.
Keep It Going is also on that.
Yeah.
on
I
that-
appreciate
on list.
that.
That's right. So there you go.
According to Apple
That's
Music, you're my
crazy.
second most listened to artist of the year.
Who, me?
Yeah.
That's
Like 12
fire.
hours or some shit. Like,
bro.
That's
crazy.
fire.
and you're.
That's
I
awesome,
mean,
bro.
it helps the Sunset Lover so short, so I'll just fucking loop it, bro.
Just run it up.
It's
Yeah.
in my head. The video is so dope.
Thank
Like,
you.
It's just.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Shout out to Grid House, man.
Yeah.
Good gosh. They're so tough.
Shout out Grid House, man, for
Shout out
real.
Grid House.
I
love
had a
Grid.
question about them. So this is kind of a sidetrack. I don't mean to derail your question here. The company, they're like a film company here.
Yep.
Are you
They
guys?
are, production company.
How are you guys? Like, how do you know them? Like, what's the relation for you guys?
So we were introduced to them through Brendan or BDS.
Yeah.
Because Brendan did
Afterthoughts? Afterthoughts?
yeah, Afterthoughts. Yeah.
I think is where
yes.
he
'Cause-
had them, like most of them on set and stuff for the video, and we met a lot of them through that. And then just like then they did the Everybody, like Brendan also did Everybody, and more people also involved in that one.
Cold
We
ass
met.
shoot.
Yeah, man.
And then, like, as we were meeting, that was crazy. That was a crazy
Oh,
shit.
the same. I was like, what are they talking
Dude, the
about?
music
Sam
video
X,
for that
okay.
Sam X,
shit.
yeah.
That was
That's right.
crazy.
It's
Yeah.
like 30 degrees and windy. Like,
It was
like the worst.
We were all gonna go to that, and then we all
Yeah.
left it.
And
Except
then-
Dude,
And I went,
yeah,
yeah.
I remember.
grueling.
That
It
shit
turned out
was-
crazy though. It turned out good.
It was cool.
Yeah, but we met a lot of people just through like different sets, and then like everyone there was like, let's just start moving as a unit, and then Brandon moved to Cali, and then Grid House kind of like formed as a product of just like everyone being around and always working on the same projects together. So
Is the what is his name?
Zandy,
Yeah. Is he involved with them?
Yeah.
he's like
Right.
They all really take turns like directing and stuff like that on different, like they
Different
take the
shit,
lead,
yeah.
they
That's
take
sick.
turns
It
on
kinda
stuff.
goes around, yeah.
So they all just kind of run the shit.
Yeah,
Like, they all
dude.
know
Yeah, whatever project one of them's passionate about, the others just like rally behind them, and it's like
Yeah.
a group effort. Like they're amazing, they're awesome. So
I need that fucking poster, man.
which one?
Oh, yeah,
Sunset
yeah.
Lover. They're gonna make
Yeah,
they're gonna
maybe
make
a
ones of
poster.
all the videos they're doing. So yeah, they're gonna make one for
that's
Gone.
sick.
They're gonna
We
make
got to
one
get it on
for-
the
Yeah.
ceiling, man.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say I need to
Mhm.
text Zandy about that again.
With
Dude. Yeah.
also not to. I'm so sorry. This all is Sunset Lover.
How fucking dare you?
Yeah, but the
Stepping
cassette
on
that
his
you
toes.
use in the beginning of that video, is that a real cassette of the song, or is that just a
That would
prop?
be cool. if
That would
it
be
was.
crazy. No, so the cassette is not real, unfortunately. But of course, like the picture, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, they printed that out.
Yeah.
But like I've thought about it.
Because I don't do vinyl. I do cassettes. I don't do
You
vinyl.
do cassettes?
Yeah.
Okay,
I got a
that's good
fuck
to
ton
know.
out there. But I was like, man,
No, because like
I got a lot of
when,
money
when
for
I
that one.
Cassette.
when I saw the cassette, I was like, damn, that should be this is that'd be crazy. I have not looked into what that'll be looking like financially for me to produce.
Producing
Um,
Distribution.
copies
Yeah.
that aren't just DVD or CDs.
Get the bootleg,
Yeah.
man. You need that
Get the
bootleg.
bootleg version.
Bootleg
My
Sunset.
actually
But-
my initial gift for you, I was gonna put Home Security on vinyl.
Dude,
I was gonna
Yes.
print it. But
my
it,
dream. It's so expensive.
it's
though.
expensive.
I was
That was
gonna do that
expensive,
for
yeah.
It
like,
wouldn't have got here in time
yeah,
either.
for
Yeah.
yeah, but like that would have been crazy.
Yeah.
I would have that. Thank you for that. But
yeah, because it would it like corresponded with the original date we planned, and then it was expensive. And
dude,
I was like,
don't
"Yeah,
even even trip. Like,
another time, man.
I would have done
Yeah.
it for myself. Yeah, but it's like even then, it's
Yeah.
like a lot.
Damn.
Eventually, we'll get there, bro.
Yeah,
For
we'll get
everybody,
there.
we're gonna get vinyls for everybody.
Yes, sir.
hmm
Mateo, you can have the floor.
But yeah, I mean, just going back to the new music from you, Zilu. I just want to know. I mean, what's the story behind Sunset Lover? What was kind of the thought process in writing that song?
That's a great question. With Sunset Lover, man, let me sit on this. Got it. So with Sunset Lover, I kind of I got that beat off of YouTube. It was just me at the crib, not at my crib, at Haze's and Monte. Shout out to Monte Jones, by the way. He does
Shout out
make
0
music.
Degrees.
Shout out ZD, man. He's tough, man.
Shout out, man.
Love AJ. But I was at their spot, and I heard the beat, and I was like, man, like it moved me in a way that I couldn't explain. So I was like, I gotta just slide it into the DAW and just let my mind go and see what happens. And then like 3 or 4 takes later, I had like pretty much the first half of the song done. And I was like, oh, this could be something. This could be something. There wasn't really like a thought process. I just kind of let my mind go because I feel like if I try to think too much, then I'm giving myself like barriers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which stops my creative flow. So I kind of just like out of sight, out of mind, and then it's kind of like I'm not there, but I'm there. You know what I mean? Just flowing in the moment. I don't know if y'all seen the movie Soul.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah.
I
Yeah.
watched that movie on Christmas like 2 years ago, and I fell asleep. And then I was like, it must have sucked because I fell asleep. I didn't watch it again, and we got a new dog, and he won't shut up unless there's something on the TV. So I was
Yeah.
watching it, and I was like, I'm about to fucking cry right now, bro.
Yeah,
It's real.
That shit
It's
hit.
a good
It's real.
movie.
But yeah, like those moments, I forgot what they're called in the movie. But like when like you're just like in that mode,
Yeah.
that's where I was at. And it kind of just came about that way. And then once I kind of figured out what I was saying, I just made sense of it all.
Huh.
Like in the second verse. But the hook came pretty easy.
Do you find yourself often when you're making music driving lyrics from beats, or do you sometimes write songs and then find or produce beats that would work with said lyrics?
I would say more times than not, the beat inspires what I talk about because the beat will tell you what to say, what to talk about.
Well,
You just have to be listening. You know what I'm saying?
Motherfucker.
See that
speaks to you.
baller shit I was telling
So-
you? You gotta ask Quentin.
I
That
feel
was a
like
very
There's a
baseball
couple of
answer,
these
bro.
questions where like they better say some ball ass shit for this one.
Balla ass
Yeah.
shit.
We're gonna put that in like the highlight reel. When
Yeah,
we
oh my
post
God,
this.
that was good,
Post
bro.
those little clips
That was
for the
good.
people.
I
Yeah.
love
Instagram
Real
and the
nigga
TikTok.
shit, man.
everything about
badass,
that
man.
song, man.
That was
Yeah.
badass.
Beautiful.
Very tasteful amount of reverb as well. That was like
appreciate you.
like
Dev, bro.
Yeah,
Nigga,
Dev.
Devin.
Yeah, Dev is tough. He's
a
tough.
god, bro.
From
He
the screen,
started,
right?
yeah,
So-
he started like mixing and mastering stuff for us. He does it for Sam X as well. Like
Sam.
honestly,
Yeah.
for anybody
A lot
who's
of-
really doing it out here is getting their stuff mixed by Dev.
By
So
Dev.
like,
hell yeah.
shout out
Dev,
to
come on the
Devin.
show.
Yeah, hmm
Damn.
he's awesome.
But yeah,
Let's see. Hopping kind of back into the duo situation here. We know your solo creative processes, but like when you guys are together in the studio, what is that like? Like, do you guys? Is there a lot of like open brainstorming, silence? You know, like when you guys are working in, you know, tag teaming a song, how does that usually play about?
you got this one.
Yeah, no. When we make stuff together, like it's really just like natural. Like we would like be like, all right, what we feeling, and like go through different vibes of beats or whatever, and then sometimes we would take turn. Like we just like everything is like melody. Like if the melody, like I like to do melodies and stuff first, and like the feeling of like the cadence of what I'm going to say. So like I would just, you know, like do mumbling and maybe put words, a little bit of words to it, and then after that I would like, if I'm not like getting anything, then I'll have Z do something, and like having that like back and forth can like give me time to like think of different stuff. So there's that. It's never really just like we both like we pick a beat and then we like sit and write and stuff like that. It's kind of like I try something and then Z would try something, and then like I'd be like, oh, okay, like let me, and then it's like back and forth like that. So yeah,
Very, very true.
That's good. That's very well
yeah,
put.
like
That's
he
cool
would
that you
do
mentioned
something, I would like fall asleep, wake up, he would like have something on there, and then
Yeah,
yeah,
Brand new idea.
That's true.
that. That's sweet.
You guys have a lot of chemistry together, obviously. And I think it's pretty told in this interview as well, just the way you're able to bounce off each other. I gotta ask, man, a collaboration album. I think that would be really cool from the two of you. Is that something you guys have thought about? Is that something we
crazy.
could maybe... You're looking at me like I just foiled your evil plans there. So I'm curious to hear this.
Possibly. A lot of people keep asking, like, I guess it makes sense. I guess.
I guess it makes. I guess. I guess.
Yeah.
We'll see, man. We'll see. We'll see where time takes us, man. We'll see if the stars align. But we definitely have a lot of songs
yeah,
together.
we have a lot, but when we curate through that and like really like package it the right way, it's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be-
Like, I'm gonna just say it.
So when it's done, it'll be done right.
Dude,
It will
yeah,
be done
Fans
correct.
will be
totally.
confident in that.
Like,
That's what I
and
like
it'll be
to
like
hear.
a long time in the making
Oh, take
too.
your time.
Like since like see you soon type, you know,
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
like
the sandbox.
When kind of looking
I'm the
back
same.
at your guys' features, like throughout the time y'all have been releasing music, especially you, Haze, like how you had like a few names that were not from Arizona. How do you guys pick your features, and what's kind of like the thought process that goes behind like figuring out like which feature goes where?
So for me, I just am crazy about like finding new music and stuff. So like I'm like too tapped into like artists and shit like that. So like I don't know about like a nigga coming out of like Atlanta, like who no one knows about, or like people coming out of
Like 50 monthly listeners.
yeah, like 50
SoundCloud
monthly
followers.
listeners.
15, 5
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So, but like the artists that I have on home security, so like Jelani Amani, I've been a pretty big fan of. He's like
Lonnie's
pretty,
dope.
yeah, and he's really
He's good.
different. Like I love his sound and stuff like that. So, like that kind of like made sense for Jansport to me because like I just like
Oh, there's the dude on
I've been
Chance.
wanting to hear him like. Cause like I hear him having a song with like someone like Smino or something like that, or something like with that like Monty production type of production. So like I was like I really want to hear him on that type of beat. So like I had him do that song, and it made sense, and he killed it. Like he ate that up for sure. And then Tease is someone from Vegas that we met. So we were in Vegas for his birthday, and we pulled up to his show randomly, like out of nowhere, and
That's
got to
funny.
meet him, and then like kind of built that connection through there. He's like so genuine. He's such
That's
a
good.
genuine person.
He's
Yeah.
so talented.
Pulled up and like did his verse like in person because like
Oh shit.
yeah, like, and that rarely happens. Like, he is like a writer. Like, he's so good at writing, and he pulled up, like, worked through his verse, like, with me on the computer, like, doing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so he's a real one for sure. He pulled up and like did a lot of stuff.
He's actually he recorded 2 verses. So like, he recorded a verse and he was like, "Hey man, you want to come with me to the smoke shop?" I was like, "Yeah, let's go." So we got some gummies, a little bit of, you know what I'm saying, a little bit of MJ.
A little bit of something.
Then we came back. This is all like within 5 minutes. Then we come back, you know what I'm saying, he spark up whatever, hit the studio again. Then he records like another verse. I was like, damn, this nigga is different.
Because I had to leave.
I was like-
And I was like, "Yo, hop, like, do whatever you think on this." And then he did something. They went out, and then they came back, and then I was like, "Can you change this little part just to make it make sense with the song?" And then he like thought of a different part, added it. It was quick. Like, not
quick.
everyone. I personally am like not like that quick with it off top yet, so it was cool to watch. So
That's awesome.
Nice.
yeah, and then Becca, she's like tight, like
That
so.
was my favorite feature.
I
on
don't
the
know
album.
how like we can like. I think no, she dropped a song, her like second ever song on like Spotify, and it like hit Discover Weekly or something like
Oh,
that.
hell yeah.
And then it like kind of got a spike, and I was like, "You're so tough, like this shit is so good." And then she had like no followers, nothing, like, and I reached out and she was like, "Actually, your stuff is cool too." And then we worked on something before like Still Asleep, and then after what we worked on was Still Asleep, like the second thing we worked on was Still Asleep, and then she killed it, like she killed that. Mhm.
Damn. That's
Yeah.
cool that you're tapped into all like just people from all over the place.
Yeah,
And,
she's
like,
from Texas, like just
Oh, okay,
random,
shit.
like
What city in Texas?
I think El Paso.
Okay,
Oh, shit.
sick.
Yeah. Mhm. I don't know. I'm not trying to, perv it.
Her address.
Yeah.
Oh,
but yeah,
That's
she's
awesome,
from
man.
out there. She's doing her thing for sure.
I gotta
Mhm.
get tapped in with people outside of here. 'Cause
Yeah.
I try to do my diligence with people here in Arizona. Just because it relates to what we do here.
Yeah,
We're, you know,
yeah.
Arizona based, but I gotta start.
so you got friends in Houston too.
Yeah, Houston rap is.
Houston's got a scene.
Up
Houston's
at the
got a
moment.
scene. Yeah.
It is up
This is the shit.
at the moment.
hmm
Shut the fuck.
These man's at odds. This man hates
Um,
Memphis and Houston.
Oh.
Hey,
Memphis niggas in the chat.
He mainly
Hey.
hates 3-6 Mafia, but
I don't hate Memphis.
Houston niggas in the chat.
I just like
I
I,
like
just,
What you gotta
Memphis.
say, man?
I do
Houston
not
niggas
like
in the
3 6
chat.
Mafia though.
I just like throwing them under
Yeah.
the bus.
Memphis niggas in the chat.
Yeah.
Duke Deuce is that motherfucker.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Duke Deuce
That's
the
fair.
motherfucker.
You do like
Annalie
Duke Deuce.
Chopper's pretty fucking badass. I fuck with Gorilla.
I
just bro, I'm not.
Chopper.
It's 3 6 Mafia. Don't do it for me.
So in translation, you do hate Memphis. Okay.
Shut up, man.
Hey, Los called him out, man.
JK. JK.
So obviously you guys are very young in your careers. I mean, this is for both of you. This is really just the beginning, I'd imagine, and I think you guys feel the same way. At what point along the timeline of you guys making music and doing shows and all that, when are you gonna sit down and say, "I've made it"?
That's a good question. I feel like I already have to an extent.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
I feel like a lot of people, not accolades aside, there was somebody that I forgot who it was, but this was in college. It was I think we had just performed her like shortly after that, like a day or two. She was like, "I'm amazed at what you do." I was like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "I'm amazed at what you do." Because there's a level of bravery that you have that a lot of people don't because of what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Right. And in that, I never thought about it like that. Like I'm kind of like going against like your like social construct and like, you know what I'm saying?
Going against the grain a little bit.
Yeah, because it's like it just feels natural. But like a lot of people don't have like hobbies. Like it's just they're 9 to 5 and then they go home and then like they do it again. They may go for drinks, which is cool, but like that's it. Like they don't even play sports. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a different life and it can get stale from what I've seen. But like the people like I've surrounded myself with like keep me like in that frame of mind of like staying brave, staying courageous, going after what you want, even if your life may not be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? But you're like, I'm still in a space to where I can say like, I'm being brave because I'm doing exactly what I said I was going to do, and I've been doing it. And that's something I'm just like, I wouldn't change for the world. But that's just me.
You're a quote
Damn.
machine, man.
Dude, yeah.
You're a fucking quote
That was
machine.
good.
Oh,
I
stun on these
appreciate
hoes.
That was
Nah, I
good.
mean-
That's beautiful, though.
Shit was awesome.
That's really beautiful. What about you,
Appreciate it.
Haze?
Yeah. I would say like definitely also along the lines of that as well. But like I feel like it's always been like a dream of mine to do like a festival of some sort. Like when I see like
Oh,
niggas
yeah.
hit me up for like a festival, I'll be like,
Damn. You guys want a
That's
flog
crazy.
nog lineup?
yeah,
You get that
that'd be
something in the water
crazy.
email.
Yeah, something in the water, or like you know,
For real,
like,
what's up, baby?
or being able to go on tour and just
yeah,
like
that's true.
all these people like who were sticking with us through it the beginning, being able to like be like, I got you, like let's go on tour, like you know, that's some like being able to like
That's true.
support the people that I love doing something that I love would be like the perfect, like you know, that's when I really feel like it's like I made it, you know. I was like I did what I wanted to do.
House, man. I was gonna buy my niggas a house, man.
Trying to get
Oh,
my
yeah.
mom a house.
Hell yeah.
That's the
Get my house a
dream. Man.
crib.
That's the dream for real.
Well, that's
Get my dog
I
out the
mean-
kennel.
man.
Get my dogs out the kennel, man. Free PJ out the kennel.
Free
man.
PJ, man. Free PJ right now. Like, let him out, man.
What's he in for?
Man. Armed robbery, man. They got him, man. They got his
That's
ass.
his actual dog, though.
Yeah.
Don't get it. Yeah.
That's my dog.
His
man.
actual dog.
Shout out.
People were like, damn, PJ, who that?
Man, who PJ, man?
This is my Rottweiler is at home. Damn.
Shout out PJ, man. Shout out
Murder
my
with the
mom.
case,
Shout out
man.
dad.
That's crazy.
We're gonna translate now, or what's the word?
Transition.
Transition.
If you
Yeah,
will.
I'm
Like, Google
dyslexic.
Translate.
Transition into some of these random questions that didn't really find a home in the outline,
Cool.
but we still want an answer to. So we have some that are ours, and then we have
We got some
the
fan
fan
ones.
ones. We'll draw the fan ones, and we can. I don't know how long it'll take,
With-
but we'll. Our fucking
Jar.
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 Mystery
Our little
Got quite a
jar.
few in
Yeah.
there.
Gotta close the
we'll-
eyes.
We'll
Gotta
pass
close
it
the
around,
eyes.
but we'll kick off our questions first. We all had like one, so
So first random question. You guys touched on this earlier, actually. So you might have already answered it. Actually, I think you might.
I
Have
think
already
he
answered
said, "Come back to me," like literally said,
Yeah.
come, so it worked perfectly.
it. Okay, bet. Guilty pleasure artist or band from both of y'all. Like just listening, just whenever
Yeah,
y'all are
strictly-
listening
Just
to
purely
music.
enjoyment.
Yeah.
Strictly
Purely
enjoyment, or even genre, bro. Just what's some fucking weird shit you listen to? Because we don't just do this hip hop shit, man. We
Yeah,
That's true.
I like Injury Reserve, not just because they're from Arizona,
Oh, yeah.
but
rest in
because like
peace, motherfucking
Yeah.
grogs.
they're like some of the stuff I was like, okay, this is weird. Then I like kind of like
Yeah.
looked at like his creative process. So Richie, like the guy who,
Richie with the T.
yeah, bro, I met him like
At the clinic.
at the clinic. Yeah,
Hell
like,
yeah.
Sweet.
not to put his business out there, but he was like, I was like shadowing at a physical therapy clinic. He was just like
That's
coming
funny.
in to get his
Damn.
ankle,
That's sweet.
like doing rehab for his ankle just to like, cause he was about to go on tour. So
Yeah.
I see him every day, and I was like,
Hippo, you heard that?
yeah, exactly. I was like, bro,
Y'all
what?
heard that? Y'all heard that, Hippo? Just wanna make sure.
No.
Yeah, he was interning.
So
He was
yeah, I was
interning.
interning. Yeah, so he was there. I was like, so you know, like Amine, like you met him. Like, how did you guys do campfire? And he was like,
shit, I didn't think
Dude,
about that.
camp-
all that
Campfire
stuff. Like, I
is
was
the
just like
fucking
asking
shit.
him, being annoying as fuck and shit.
Seeing
but-
that shit, because he
Oh, yeah,
they
Amine
brought
brought
him
him
out when
out
Amine
at
came
that
here.
show.
So
That was
Richie
sick.
came out,
What?
and it was
Oh.
like, dude, seeing
That was
That's
Campfire,
cool.
Campfire Live, bro. I was like, this was my.
It's the only
fucking
time you could say you saw
song.
Hometown Hero at a rap show, right?
That's
should have gone.
Yeah, it was pretty. That was
Injury
something.
reserves and
That song is
motherfuckers,
something.
bro.
He's
That
and
song's so good.
he's so genuine. Like honestly, I probably like their music more just because
Oh, yeah.
how cool of a person he is. Like
I'm the same
He's-
way. They're such dope.
yeah,
Dudes,
dude.
That's
Like,
kind of
Yeah.
how we are with you guys too. Like you
Mhm.
guys and Sam, like y'all are so sweet to us. It's just
Bro,
like
yeah.
Love
It's
y'all,
easy
man.
when you like reciprocate
Yeah,
it. Though, you
love
know?
y'all,
Like,
man.
y'all
We-
are awesome.
I
for
just-
real.
Cool.
Mhm.
at the end of the day, we're just some fucking nerds, man. And like we love music and we want to pick your fucking brain and we want to let people know about y'all. And that kind of goes for Sam too, or any other person out here making music. And it kind of it just means the world when artists aren't dickheads. You know,
Yeah.
because there's some dickheads out there,
Oh
but
yeah,
like
There are a lot.
There's
There are a
we've
lot.
met him. We've met him.
there's
So,
it's just
there's
it's
no
nice
doubt.
to build relationships and be able to like interact with you guys and not leave there like, damn, Hayes a fucking dick. You know, like he's a sweet kid. You know,
yeah.
it's awesome.
Now, with that being said, who are the
Appreciate
dickheads of the industry?
We need y'all to air out the ops right
We
now.
need y'all to air it out on the air, man. Air it out on the air,
Dirty
man.
Laundry live on 808s and
Give
Cold
out the address.
List off every op
Yeah.
in the industry right now.
Hayes, did you find an answer?
For
Or
oh yeah.
Z?
Dang, that's crazy. Hey, people do. They sometimes are like, "Hey," I'm not.
I think that's
Hayes.
the first time I've ever done that.
That
Live
is-
on air in front of you. The worst time to do it.
Dang, that's tough.
Yeah.
That's all good.
I called him Hayes
Oh,
on accident.
It's all right. My mom calls me PJ, so it's all good. For reference, that's my dog's name.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Free him.
free him, man. For me, guilty pleasure. There's nothing that's like super left field. I would say that like y'all probably like go crazy over. For me personally, I would say I want to say super left field, but his like latest stuff hasn't been the greatest. I would say Justin Bieber, man. That's just me,
Justin Bieber's the
Uh,
cool, man.
Yeah.
That's
bro.
not
Like
motherfucker.
like the album
R&B,
R&B Bieber, like that era, like
R&B
Bieber.
when he dropped Journals.
different.
That man, it's
Dude,
not, it's
I've
not
been
a-
telling motherfuckers that song with Chance the
Something I
Rapper
was gonna
sounds
say,
like it
that's
came out
Confident?
yesterday, bro.
bro.
10
bro,
years old.
That was
Yeah.
on the same album. So you had
Yeah.
Confident, you had All That Matters,
Bro.
Hold Me Tight, or Hold Tight, whatever.
That Lil
Yeah.
Wayne song.
That Lil Wayne, I was like, bro, this is on the
Tattoos,
same project.
piercings,
This nigga
and
was
she was
going,
learning to twerk.
bro. Fact, I'm like, bro, Usher went crazy. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie when he found him.
When
So
that fucking My World 2.0 or whatever, when he does the remixes.
Yeah.
And there's I Need Somebody to Love with Usher.
yeah, it's tough. It's
Every
tough.
time I go to the Van Buren, bro, I play that song.
It's
I don't matter
tough.
where we're going or why we're going. It has to be played, man.
Man, it's different, man.
The shit that whole area and like it's referencing mindless behavior too. Like that whole like when they were trying to turn like kid pop sensations into R&B stars.
Yeah,
So
That-
dope, man.
different.
I love R&B music. So I love R&B
Yeah,
music
I
more than this
agree.
rap shit, but it doesn't
Yeah.
get talked about enough.
I like it all, man. I like it all. To be honest, as long as everybody's like, you know what I'm saying, making sure like they're putting their best foot forward,
Oh yeah.
it's gonna sound good. So
Oh yeah.
At this point in time, I think I've seen you guys twice. It was at Valley Bar and the birthday party and
yeah.
shit. And you guys killed it in those shows. So I want to ask, like,
thank you.
what advice would you give someone to be prepared for a show? Because it's not just all about like, oh, you just get on a mic and yeah, you could have the
Spit.
best song, but if you're stiff as hell just standing and shit, then yeah, everyone's gonna check out. But nah, seeing you guys like just jump around or interact with everyone, I think is like very noteworthy compared to like a lot of artists I've seen in Arizona.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
I think practicing for the birthday show especially, we practice every day, every week. So like we would get with Sam, all of us would fuck around, and then we would like lock in. And when it's time to lock in, everybody would be like, okay, we got to do this during this part of our song, and like you know, like the like attention to detail, like everything is like, I feel like what you put in is what you get out. So if you're like, okay, during this song I want to do this, and you practice that over and over again, even though it might not come out perfectly like the way you want it exactly, like the night of, it's like gonna happen somehow. You can play it off, you can, you know.
Yeah, you
It-
just have to like make it work at that point.
Yeah. And I feel like since we cared so much about like a lot of the shows that we've been doing, or we care about all of the shows that we do, like it just shows, even though
It's
We
not
might-
just a little gig.
yeah. And like when we come off stage, we're always, you know, critiquing something. That's,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
but that comes from a place of just wanting everything to be like super perfect and like on point. So just caring a lot. I feel like some people are just too casual. Or like they just,
And y'all
you
practice
know,
every day, huh?
like every week. Yeah. Like it was
Like
twice
twice a week.
a week.
Twice or
Yeah.
three
That's
times.
fucking awesome.
Leading up to the show. Yeah. Mhm.
That birthday show must have meant the world, bro.
yeah.
Because that
no,
shit is so awesome that y'all are
That's
able to
cool.
do that
it was
without support. Just some
Dude.
fucking homies
doing it,
making
yeah.
music.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
real. That's real love.
Mhm.
appreciate it, man.
Yeah, no, we're it's like like we're planning on doing that every year, like a birthday show every year.
Fuck
Just
yeah.
like
Nice.
Make it
here to here first. Like
That'd be awesome.
we're
Yeah.
gonna do that like annual type of thing. So
That's fucking
Hell
It's
yeah.
gonna be cool, man. It's gonna be
Right
cool.
here in the PHX.
Yes, sir.
Lovely.
Yes, sir.
Lovely.
I just want to real quick before I move on. I want to bounce off what he was saying, because I've gotten like quite a few questions about performing and stuff. I would say kind of what he was saying. Be prepared. Have a plan. So like sit down, go through your set list, figure out if you want to slow this part down, write it all down. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Communicate with your DJ.
warm-ups.
Vocal warm-ups, if you sing or rap, gotta do that. You don't want to sound crazy on stage. That's embarrassing.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you might be pitchy, but you know what I mean. Just be prepared. Yeah, so be prepared. Have a plan. Okay, practice how you play. I cannot stress this one enough. I feel like I've seen people a lot just be like, or whatever, and then they get out there and try to do this big grandiose thing, but it doesn't translate because they haven't been practicing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like when you're in there and it's time for you to lock in on certain stuff, lock in. You know what I'm saying? Run your plays, go through it full speed.
Yeah.
Da da da. Maybe you do a half day before. You know, if anybody plays sports, I kind of understand
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, totally.
You know what I mean? Go through that. Really go through it, and then you'll see it translate out there. Because then it's second nature. You've been doing it. If something happens, it's a light fuck up. The audience isn't gonna notice. You know what I mean? Because they don't know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So as long as you're just like cool about whatever, keep moving, you'll be fine. So
Sweet.
Very
I'm
good.
just
Yeah.
but
yeah,
That's a good one.
we're just like all hella like I feel like all of us in here are like nerds about like music and stuff like
yes.
The nuances.
It
that.
matters,
Yeah, dude. So I would like watch Amine live in Australia on December, like the
Yep.
day, and
Yeah,
like that
that time.
iPhone footage, and
Uh-huh.
like hear just like the way he like interacts with the crowd and stuff like that. And like I'd like have probably watched all of Smino's like live perform, all of Toby Lou's on YouTube, like every video, or even like Kendrick Lamar and like all these people who I like really love how they like their stage presence and everything. I would like study those videos on YouTube, like. And like that's where I really get like a lot of game from. So and I just make it my own. So
Hell yeah.
Kendrick Lamar is a secret sauce, by the way. I just want to let y'all know at home. If you really trying to up your performance game,
like he's underground,
bro, I'm serious though. Like going to his shows, man, he's different.
He's the dude, bro.
Different.
Kendrick
Him
Lamar taught me how to rap. Backseat
bars.
Freestyle was the
That's a
first-
bar right there.
Backseat Freestyle was the first song I memorized and
Kendrick
like
taught
was
me.
rapping with my
Yeah.
friends. Yeah.
Let's
That was
go.
my friend. Yeah. So shout out
he's
Kendrick
tough,
Lamar.
bro.
I hate
Yeah.
that song.
I hate you
I'm sorry.
for that, actually.
Damn. Shout out Kendrick Lamar.
Lou, I got a question for you, man. So one thing I'm a really big fan of in terms of just the whole Z-Lou persona is your fashion. I think you wear a lot of really cool pieces that a lot of people would say are probably out of their comfort zone, but you rock a lot of what you wear really well. How important is that, number one, to Z-Lou and just your artistry in general? And what inspires your fashion? Give us some of the sauce, if you
Some of the sauce.
If
I
you
appreciate
Spare
it.
us.
if you,
The
if you can spare
bins.
just a teaspoon.
The sauce is the bins. The bins and Depop.
There you go.
Depop is
There you
an
go.
amazing app.
Okay.
It's a little pricey, but if you got a little extra spending change, usually the product is really good.
Okay.
So then they might send you a little lollipop with the whatever you buy, just a little gift.
Online thrift store moment.
Yeah, you feel me?
Sure.
I would say like my fashion is, or my style is very important to me because if you look at old pictures, I was not putting that shit on at all.
Man, we was all there.
I did not. Have
You know what I'm
that.
saying?
We've all been there.
Yeah,
Everybody
like,
wore the long line tees and
I did not.
the denim cargos.
I wore the
what were those
Adidas
jeans?
Hey.
Adidas joggers
Yeah.
and the
The
soccer
Vans?
jersey and the Vans. Yeah,
Vans. Yeah,
I was
man.
not fitted.
The
I was
Thrasher,
I had-
Thrasher shirt with the camo pants.
It was
Oh.
it was a tough time, man. It was a tough
and those
time.
Vans with the flames on the side.
Yeah,
Man, it was it was
I
crazy.
I love Vans, but
I fuck with
Yeah.
Vans so
Yeah.
hard.
yeah,
I mean, I
love
fuck
Vans.
I love
with
Vans.
everything. Like I think the thing I've been picking up. Well, let me not go there first. My fashion sense, my style is important to me. Yeah, because like I said, I was not putting it on. Once I was made aware that I was not putting it on, then my mind shifted. But I was like, man, I gotta because I think we're looking at somebody. I forgot who we're looking at as an artist, but they were always putting it on. Smino puts it on. Like a lot of artists that we look up to put it on. So like, man, we got to come correct. So we started, you know what I'm saying, coming correct. Thankful to Frankie. I would say she helped me out a lot.
Shout out.
She kind of got like,
Who again? Sitting off camera.
yep.
In the room.
In the room, I'm telling you,
Yeah, in
man.
the room.
Yeah.
She's here.
Yeah, she helped me get right,
girl,
man.
That's my girl.
Yes, that's his lady, by the
That's
way.
her.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, she got me right, man. It was honestly like after she kind of helped me like have an eye for stuff. I would say like I've been pretty consistent on my own with like picking up stuff. I mean, I know I got something when like these two and Mia were like, damn, that shit. I'm like, all right, appreciate you. I'm comforted.
It's the extra confirmation.
Yeah, because I know they're not gonna let me walk outside looking like I don't own any
Bro,
clothes.
yeah.
So
Women know best, man.
facts.
Yeah,
They
my
know best.
sister.
Facts.
My sister,
They know
bro.
best.
That is.
I'm telling you, if they're telling you you're not putting it on,
You're not putting it on, bro.
You
You're
can like
not
and
putting it on.
and it also like a level of it is confidence as well. So like
That's true.
if you like really wearing it,
Yeah.
like someone who I feel like just like makes it work when he puts it on is Jay Stiddy. So
Stiddy.
Sam X, he
great.
bruh,
Jay
out
was-
of
Shout out to
anyone
Stiddy,
I
shit.
know,
What a
he'll
flow.
put like the craziest, like he'll put like a traffic cone, like, something, like
The
crazy.
face of the group.
On his
Yeah,
ear.
he'll be like,
We'll have a tarantula on
yeah.
the back of his.
and I think he
Yeah, make
really
it
just
look
like
good.
puts it on himself. He'd be like, "Oh, my grandma gave this to me, and like my uncle gave me these shoes, and like I just like put it together, and like and
Yeah.
like he really has like that confidence when he wears it too. So like
Yeah.
I'm just
That's
like,
the key.
okay,
Confidence
like
does
you
go.
cool, bro.
That's
Like
true.
you're chilling.
I
So
get that same vibe sometimes from Sir.
Yeah. So be putting it on.
They
Yep.
just like having fun with it. Like really, it matches their personality. So like it works.
That's true.
I guess my question for y'all was I relate it kind of back to the question that I asked you guys when we did the birthday party thing, but because we lost all that audio, I'm going to ask you again. What are your favorite local spots, local artists? Just give you guys a time to really shed a light on what's really fucking dope out here.
Yeah, there's a lot.
I'm hungry as fuck, so give me some restaurants too.
Dang, there was this
true.
one spot that since we were downtown students, like of course like that's where we kind of were, meandering and frolicking a lot.
That's where the good majors are at ASU, by the way.
That's wow, that's high regards. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
Phoenix.
We
The
appreciate
good majors
that.
at ASU are in downtown. The
That's where the
bullshit
art-
frat ones are in Tempe.
That's crazy. There are good majors everywhere, man, for sure.
Throwing shade.
Business
Try not
is
to
in
get
Tempe.
kids.
All right, I'm
Shit,
gonna
man. Michael Krogan coming and shut us down, man.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I would say like there was this one spot downtown. It was called the Larder in the Delta. It was like a sit-down restaurant spot. They unfortunately closed. I don't know if they're gonna reopen somewhere
Is it
else.
like a COVID shutdown type situation? or they
Nah,
just-
because they were still booming after COVID, but like I don't know what happened.
Hmm.
But they just shut down. But like their food was authentic. It was like kind of like a Southern style kind of spot. And their food, like their menu would change with the seasons, so it was never like the same thing that you were getting. So it was really cool, very authentic. It was amazing, bro. Like I was eating there one time, and then I was like, it was like 30 minutes past from since I got my food. I was like, damn, like my shit's still hot. Like,
Oh shit.
I've never experienced this in my life. I was like,
that good?
yeah, it was tough. So I was like, wow. So hopefully they open up again. But that's like my favorite sit down spot. It is costs a little buck, but it's you'll be taken care of if you
Shut off
go.
at like Roosevelt or
Yeah, it's like Roosevelt and something.
okay.
It's like a little north of where like Taylor. That's not Gordon Commons or
Oh,
whatever
I
you
know
want to
where
call
Taylor is.
it. Yeah,
Oh,
I was gonna
yeah,
say
yeah,
Taylor
yeah.
Place, but they changed the name for the
Taylor
downtown.
Place, man. It's Taylor.
It's Taylor Place, man. It's not no Gordon Commons, man. I'm
Damn.
Change the name.
tripping.
bro.
Change it back, man. I don't know who GC is,
Sad,
man, but
sad.
They be doing that
Not
shit at
it.
venues too, man.
yeah,
The
man.
Arizona Financial Theater.
Yeah, they're
yeah,
tripping,
Don't
bro.
even get me started.
I never called that shit.
Never, and I will never call
Or
it
the
that.
Suns Arena. What was the Suns Arena used to be called? I don't mind Footprint Center, but it was like
Whoa, the
Oh,
Suns.
Taco Bell.
Talking Stick, I
Speaking
think.
of
Talking
which,
Stick,
Talking Stick,
Talking
yeah.
Stick Arena.
Stick
That
Arena.
shit was. Oh man. Taco Bell.
Bro, that shit
Yeah,
was
yeah,
US
I wanna
Airways
bring
like
that up.
Cantina
when we were
down
The
there?
cantina in downtown Phoenix,
Oh yeah.
supreme, bro.
Sound system booming, bro.
Booming.
We were like, we pulled up like midnight. This was like a long time ago. We are like, yo, can you play our music on aux? And they like played our stuff, like the 0 degree stuff that we had,
Fuck
and
yeah.
it was
That's
crazy.
fucking awesome.
Nice.
It was cool.
dummy.
For me, like food places like low key, or I don't even know if it's low key, but like there's this place called Tampopo Ramen, TOMO, or TOMPOPO.
If that
Tampopo
place gets more
Ramen.
popular after you just said that, I'm gonna be real mad upset.
They're closed right now. That place is so good
I
though.
fucking love that
It's
place.
the best ramen place in Arizona. Like
Arguably, yeah.
hands
Arguably.
down. Hands down. If you know for sure. You gotta like if you haven't tried it, you got to. That
That's
place is
true.
awesome.
Have y'all had Republic of Ramen?
I have
Yeah.
had
At
Republic
ASU?
Ramen. Yeah,
Solid.
Where does that rank ramen in Arizona?
that's pretty low for me.
Really?
low.
Is it like a
That's
three?
one
Is it like a three?
It's no. That used to be my go-to though, for real. That
Yeah.
used to be my go-to. Then I had some Popo ramen, and then I was like, okay,
Then I went
this is
to
what
your
real.
side.
This is that real. This is
Yeah,
the real.
but that's like having Wingstop. My bad. That's like having Buffalo Wild Wings, then having Wingstop, then having ATL wings. You know what I'm saying? There's levels to this shit. You know what I'm saying? There's levels.
yeah,
There's levels,
Republic
man. There's
Ramen.
levels.
I'm not like crazy picky, so like I'll go to Republic Ramen still. It's not like fuck Republic Ramen, but like Tampopo. Like if I
Last
have a
resort.
choice, I'm going straight. I'm driving that extra mile for Tampopo for sure.
I might,
Nice.
For sure. Shady Park is good. That's a good one I tried recently. So
Yeah.
yeah. mhm.
City Park's
That's
a cool little spot.
Damn, that's
Yeah.
crazy. I feel like I still got to. It's crazy because like even growing up here, downtown wasn't what it was never what it is now back then, of course, because Arizona's been growing. But like I still haven't even like fully gone through downtown and like I like know every
I haven't
spot
either,
and
man.
like it's always like presenting something new. It's why I love downtown so much.
There's a lot
Like
of crevices and hidden
Yeah.
hidden valleys and a lot of very interesting things to do in Phoenix that is
Yeah.
not really visible by the naked eye.
That
when
people
you
in
just
Phoenix
look
don't
on
like to
Phoenix.
talk about, apparently.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Gatekeeping, bro.
A lot of speakeasies out here, man. A lot
That's
of
speakeasies.
dope,
That's true.
vintage resellers out here. Just a lot of
Yeah.
a lot
Yes.
of dope
Y'all
everything
be in,
out
I was
there.
gonna say like
I'll
huh?
be in Mesa a lot. Like downtown
Sometimes,
Mesa.
Here and there,
They
yeah.
got, they
Oh,
got
yeah.
popping over there.
Yeah, yeah. That's where the Nile and like
Yeah,
that
yeah,
side
yeah,
is,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Now
Okay.
Records out
Yeah.
there now.
Yeah,
Meat
yeah,
Market
yeah.
got their shit over there.
Still
Yeah,
trying to
Meat
go.
Market
I
holding
gotta,
it down.
I gotta walk around that spot. But
They got it's just
yeah.
a bunch of vintage stores now, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like, of course, Vintage is making like a resurgence, but like it's hella downtown, hella in like downtown Mesa too.
It's so big over
Tempe.
here too.
It's
Like in
Dope
Arizona,
seeing
for
kids
crazy.
our age
Like,
that we went to high
yeah.
school with opening vintage shops. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, shit, I went to school with that guy.
Yeah.
Bro, yes,
bro.
yes, literally,
It's awesome to see.
literally, it's really cool, man. It's really cool.
So do you guys want to start the jar? Are we gonna start this little jar situation?
Oh damn, we
got
didn't give
going
any
here?
artists.
Go ahead and
Crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, artists. Yeah. I want to give a shout out to Sam X,
Sam X.
Zaire for sure. Pride Pete.
Oh, I know
Pete.
Pride Pete. Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
Pride Pete. It's really dope.
Shit.
Damn, I have a long list, so this could be a minute. But Amonte Jones as well. That's our homie. He's gonna drop some stuff soon. He raps
yeah.
tough, man. Tough.
I have like a playlist of like
There's-
low key
yeah.
artists from
I can't even-
strictly Arizona that I'm like
Say like I could
Yeah.
keep going. It's really deep.
like a whole playlist. Yeah, there's a bunch of cool people out here for sure.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Remember those names.
Remember those?
Everyone,
names?
anyone
Yeah.
listening, remember those names.
Yeah.
FOMO. Yeah. Wawa. It keeps going. You know what I'm saying?
Wawa. They're
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
There's a
Fuck with
bunch
those
of dope
guys.
bands, man.
Yeah.
Them indie bands.
Dude, there's so
Yeah.
many bands.
They be
out
hosting
here,
all
it's not
them
even
shows
funny.
at the
It's
fucking
alright.
Rebel.
Do you guys
Bands.
do you guys fuck with the color?
Slugbug and Sapphire.
Yeah, the color 8. Yeah.
Color
So it's
is
like
super fucking
Those
cool.
I
guys
love
are
Rosso
the,
Toddy.
the
Damn.
sax player that they have. Like,
Toddy.
That's
he's such a sweet
that's
guy. He's like tall.
Ashton, right?
Yep, that-
Ashton.
I don't even know his name. Yeah, but
Yeah, I think his name's. I booked him a couple times at Tempe Marketplace.
yeah,
Yeah.
Ashton,
Yeah.
It's fucking dope.
He's
He's like Ashton plays music on Instagram. or some
Ashton
shit
Van.
like that.
I think it's Van Charles,
He's
but I don't want to
such a
butcher that.
sweetheart, bro.
But I know his name's
I've only talked
Ashton.
to him once. He probably doesn't even know I exist. But like when I talked to him, he was like, "Thank you for coming." Like doesn't know me at all.
That guy's got an
like,
aura about him.
That's
dude.
awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. He's
They
like
just got
he's
off
so
that
he's so
photo,
nice. Yeah,
Don Bronco just
They're
recently
cool.
too. They were just on tour with them.
Oh,
Oh,
Color Eight
oh,
was.
yeah, that's right.
yeah.
Yeah.
They were on tour. I saw that.
Damn.
That's cool. Yeah, Rosso Toddy. Rosso Toddy is like
yeah.
We saw him. You guys opened for him, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
mhm.
He's fucking.
Oh,
Dope.
yeah,
That
that guy was
that crazy
sick
motherfucker.
too.
Rosso Toddy's tough,
Yeah,
man.
bro.
He just dropped a
He is
project too.
awesome. He just
Bobbed
dropped
my
a
head the whole
project.
time, man. That
Yeah.
guy was sick. I
His
forgot,
energy.
forgot you guys
he's-
opened for him that day at Valley Bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good show.
He's really good, man.
That it was crazy because it was like we saw y'all.
'Cause we
it was
came
like-
for y'all
Yeah, we came for
originally.
y'all. So we were
I
like,
appreciate
all
it,
right.
yeah.
So when we gonna leave? And then he came on stage. And,
No, let's stay longer.
Yeah, I was like,
it was
okay.
pretty
Felt
sick.
it.
all right,
Toddy-
Love him. Love
fucking with
him.
that shit.
Yeah, Toddy, man, he's different, man.
Such a special, like, wise soul. Like, talking to him feels like you're just like, it's like, bro, like he makes
Enlightened.
you, he makes you feel like you got this, like, and like asks you questions and like just like such a great person.
Yeah, very genuine, very kind-hearted person.
You guys mentioned Amante. Does anybody out of that 0 Degrees group, are they still making music like that?
Peyton, kind of.
Yeah.
Peyton Watts still makes. He's like working on something he's about to roll out next year, so
Yeah, he is.
coming
And
soon
then
on that.
Kenny is as well. Kenny out of all of us has the most music. Like he has like probably 10 studio albums by now.
Holy shit!
I swear, something close to that. Because like when we met Kenny, I don't know how he was doing it, but he was like dropping like 10-song projects like freshman year of college when none of us had any bread to get these hoes mixed or mastered. Allegedly, I don't know what he had in his bag. I'm not a pocket watcher. But
And right here on 808s and Cool Takes, we're
Fucking
not going to
guap
speculate.
dad.
that's true. But man, Kenny, he's been holding it down for a minute, bro. So
Shout out him.
yeah, he's been going crazy, man. His music has been getting better and better. So I'm excited to see where everybody ends up. Honestly,
Sweet.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
It's really fucking cool.
yeah.
All right, let's
At
do
a jar.
this shit.
Yeah, let's
Braden?
go.
Jar.
Start it. Take the
So,
jar, man.
Before we do the jar, we asked on our Instagram at 808s and Cold Takes.
That's
And
right.
that's
This is a show.
at
we are
808s, the letter N, Cold Takes. And we asked for questions, so if you're like, I wanted to ask these dudes a
boy.
question,
Oh boy.
follow us on Instagram.
Yeah, there's-
And our next guest, you can ask them a question. So, with that said, all of the questions that we're about to pull were from that Instagram.
Yeah.
Mr. B-Dog.
And also, if you didn't hear your question in this segment, we usually just kind of include. There was a couple questions that just kind of worked with this, like the plug-in question, the story of Sunset Lover. That was someone's question. There was a couple
Oh,
questions that
appreciate
were that we just included through the thing and tried to give credit. And then this is just the remainders.
That's dope.
So Braden, kick us off.
Just to emphasize, these were fan questions, not my question.
Oh boy.
Might have to say pause a
Jumping
few
jacks
times.
on the D. What?
This is specifically for Lew.
Jumping jacks on the D.
This is specifically for Lew. How much does it weigh?
No context with that either.
No,
That's
yeah,
it.
this is a
Left
fan
Yeah.
question. I
How
really
does-
wanted
I-
Max to ask this one.
I remember Braden writing this one actually
Oh yeah,
on the
no.
Instagram.
Jumping jacks on the
Why,
D.
dude? Jumping jacks.
Do you remember who asked that one?
This is Dylan.
Oh, it's Dylan, Big Head.
Big Head, the guy, the pictures. I'm pretty sure Big Head.
Oh, that's Dylan.
yeah.
That's funny. Shout out
So,
Dylan,
Feel
man.
free to answer at your own risk.
At your own
Hey,
risk,
man,
man.
yeah,
You don't have to if you don't want to, but we
I plead
talk
the
about some
fifth.
crazy shit here.
Plead
so,
the, yeah, okay, there you
I
go.
plead the fifth on that one.
All right.
yeah, fuck around to find out.
Let's see here.
He said this specifically for Zulu.
Yeah, the 4Z Lou.
Dylan is so funny, man.
So this is a really good one. So this one, I don't know who this came from, so forgive me. But this one says, do you think Arizona needs its own Camp Flogna in its own way?
Yes.
Explain.
I think since I've gotten into music, I've realized how big it is, because like it gets bigger the deeper you go into it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like we've both kind of realized that, and there's so many great artists out here that have not been adequately, I would say, like put on a platform to where everybody can see how good they really are. And it's really kind of heartbreaking to see that, because the world needs Arizona artists and artists from everywhere. Right, I feel like every artist should get that opportunity to perform and show who they are. So I think I know we need that here, especially after going to Camp Vlog. I was like, damn, this is crazy work.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need that here for sure.
Yeah. And it's like Camp Flogna didn't happen like overnight, stuff like that takes a long time. Like the first Camp Flogna was like so small. But like I feel like the people that we're meeting and like just like something in the air, I feel like it's starting to shift to where stuff like that
That's what I was
can
saying. Shout out the song.
yeah, something can like happen or something will happen like soon. I know it, like I feel it for sure. and I want to be a part of it. Like I feel like people just got to come together for the right reason.
Yeah.
That's
So-
cool
no,
that you
totally.
emphasize. Or sorry,
No, that was it.
that's cool that you emphasize like a local type of festival, like branded that way for like mainly local artists, right? To give them a platform, because like when I thought of that question at first, I was just thinking of like remember they almost did that If You Know fest with Uzi and I think Jaleel and like
Metro
Denzel
Boomin.
Curry, Rico Nasty, they were all
They
gonna
got
be there.
canceled. This
Hey,
year.
oh, they
It
scrapped
was
it?
gonna be
Yeah.
at Phoenix Raceway.
It was gonna be like one of our first
Oh,
hip hop
wow.
fest in like 5 years since like Pot of Gold.
Yeah,
got
Pot of
cut.
Gold was tough too.
Yeah.
Y'all don't know what happened? What happened? That's crazy.
I think the weather
The
stage got
stage
destroyed.
got destroyed by
From
like a
storm.
monsoon or some shit.
Why would they?
That's
do
tough.
that?
Yeah, ruined.
Why would God
Everything.
send the weather?
For real,
Why would
like,
he
you don't
do
want
that,
us to win
man?
Arizona, but that was
That's
mainly like just
crazy.
like mainstream names, like there were
Yeah.
no locals on
not
that.
very
But to
often.
do like a mix of something like that, maybe get like a couple of big names from the East Coast or the West Coast or Atlanta to bring in people, and then the rest of it just be padded out with just a bunch of talented, like the best, most talented of AZ. Like that would be fucking sick too.
Well, that's
Yeah.
that's what I thought was cool about Flognot first, because he just kind of put his own dudes on it.
Yeah, Cook,
Yeah.
I didn't know
Fucking-
Cooko is also from
Yeah.
Hawthorne. Like
Yeah.
they're both from like LA or something like that.
Yeah.
Like most of them are like he's connected to them in some way, which is
And
kind of cool.
He always got them Odd Future motherfuckers like Left Brain and
Yeah,
Dumbo
always,
Genesis. Just
yeah.
people that like you're not there. The chances of you seeing outside of that situation aren't as
Yeah.
high. So it's really cool to see for sure.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god! Another
Very
Zulu
cool.
question.
Very cool.
How do you get that sexy hair of yours to stand up?
That's a great question.
Belt.
You said what?
Travis Scott. Belt.
Belt. Honestly, my mom. Shout out my mom. Love you, mom. Love you, dad as well.
For the jeans.
Yeah, shit, man. Shout out to Jeans, man. It's crazy. Honestly, so at least for Sunset Lover, we're kind of going for like an '80s theme look.
Yeah.
So they're like, you should blow your hair out. I was like, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
And I kind of did that a few times before we had that conversation, but at least for that video specifically, my mom she just like straightened my hair with the hair straightener. Wasn't too much, you know what I mean? Just sat there. She was pressing my shit out. Yeah. And you know what I mean? Just went through my whole head, and then that was it. So if you got a hair straightener, you're all set.
That's sweet, man.
Yeah.
Do you
Golden.
have someone who does when you would do like braids or cornrows and stuff? Do you have someone who does your hair for that?
Yes.
That shit's tight.
Khadisia actually.
Sick ass shit. going
She's
on.
really good, bro. She's really good.
So
really
good.
good. She should be charging more than what she is. But that's another conversation for another day. But yeah, she braids Sir's hair and a few
Yeah?
other people out here too.
That's sweet.
Yeah, she kind of bounces back
Mega
and forth.
talented.
Yeah, she's tough, bro. She's amazing. So yeah, shout out to Khadisia because she's the one that's holding my head down right now.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But
Shout
yeah,
out.
shout out.
Los, please, not a weird one.
For both of you, what would you say is your guys' favorite venue in Arizona?
That's a great question. And there is a
I
correct
still
want to
knock them all off the list. I still want to like
Where have you not been?
Crescent Ballroom.
You
I don't
got
Wait,
the
what?
Crescent?
No, Telby Lou was at Chris
To
Ball.
perform or to just
So
be there?
Oh,
perform.
Oh,
I guess
just
both.
to be there.
Oh.
Just your favorite venue in
Oh,
general.
general?
I think
Okay.
yeah, I
I
think
thought
it was
you were
just
talking
an
about
you
asking.
could answer
perform.
that in.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
what I
was
was.
gonna say,
I just wanted to
it's
specify.
your favorite
I was like, what did you say?
Oh.
You was there with us.
Yeah. No, I think I've been to all of them, most of them.
I haven't.
Yeah.
Was it the amphitheater or something?
Auction.
Oh,
Pavilion.
the
Mesa Amp?
Mason.
Arizona. No, the Arizona Financial Theater.
Oh,
The
okay.
one that's on the
Downtown.
corner of the street
Yeah.
in downtown.
By the
Oh yeah, I haven't been there yet, but
That
I want
one's
to go.
that one's cool.
But I heard
we
it's
we
cool.
saw
The-
Daniel Caesar there.
Ah,
That was a good one.
shit.
I wanted to go to that show
Yeah.
so bad.
We could not afford that,
That
one.
one's that one's cool.
We got like pre-sale, like boom. like,
yeah,
We
that
should've
one's
done
cool,
that
but shit.
bro,
I mean, no shade to them, motherfuckers at Live
It's
Nation.
Live
but,
Nation.
Oh my god,
it's
man!
just Live Nation.
Yeah.
Cut them tickets.
Yeah,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
Same thing happened with
That's terrible.
Caliuchis. I wanted to see her there, and then the
Yeah.
pre-sale was like
Thundercat.
Oh yeah.
off
yeah.
the fucking.
We
I was
saw her.
like,
I've
no
seen
way.
her twice now. Yeah.
Hell
yeah.
She like Tyler brought her on tour. Like that tour was
Yeah.
crazy when Tizo, Vince,
Oh,
Cali,
yeah.
Yeah, that lineup was
Tyler,
crazy.
Was that
saying-
Igor?
Jesus, yeah.
That was
Yeah.
that was Call Me If You Get
Call Me If You
Lost.
Get Lost,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
That's why I'm glad I went to Flogna, because then I was able to
Got to see her.
knock
yeah.
off Cali, which was pretty
Mhm.
sick.
Yeah.
How many
So
how many
good.
shows have you guys been to? Like, do you guys go to shows a lot like that?
This year we
were-
went crazy,
we were
like
dumb,
more
yeah.
than like ever. Like we were just knocking all of our favorites off the list. Like
Nice.
this year was a lot.
Yeah.
But like favorite venue, Crescent. I think Crescent.
Crescent for me
Yeah.
personally.
That's a good pick.
Crescent is just like
Crescent is so dope.
you
Yeah.
can't lose. You can't lose.
We
Like,
saw
unless
Duckworth
you're
there, and
younger
he
than
was
21
Halloween,
sometimes.
right?
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
were you there?
I almost went to that show, but then I
He
broke up with my
was-
ex-girlfriend,
he
and
was-
she.
Bro, there was love there.
Oh,
I
man.
fell in love that night. I'm telling you, bro.
I had to give them to her because she was the one that wanted to go in the first place, and I was like, nah, it's all right.
What show? Wait, what show was that?
Bro, I fell in love that
Yeah.
night.
She was more of a fan of him than I was because she liked his older shit. I like more of his R&B stuff than his rap stuff.
Yeah.
But he's very multifaceted. But Duckworth is an artist that I'm also inspired by.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Thanks
Sure.
to Hayes. Duckworth does it all, bro. You know what I'm saying? And he doesn't get his flowers enough. So shout out to him.
That's
Good
because
man.
too many people just think of the Kendrick Lamar song when they think of his name.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn,
It's
I
cool
think
though.
I've only been to Crescent twice.
I bet y'all definitely gonna get a show there for sure, though.
Next
Yeah.
year,
Yeah.
watch, bro.
Definitely.
Next year,
That's
be
gonna
there.
be sick.
That's gonna be
Hell
fun,
yeah.
man.
I'm already saying it, speaking it into existence.
Shout out
Yeah.
Kristen Ballroom. What's
a lot of
so
those
what's-
people are with the same
We're
people. at
recording
Valley
it into
Bar, too.
existence right
Mhm.
now.
What's
Yeah.
what is the correct answer then that you was talking about?
Oh no, the Van Buren's the best.
Van Buren's is pretty
The
tough.
Van Buren
It's
is the
pretty
best
cool.
all around, just
okay.
for
They
everything.
get too hot in there.
I'd say
I
for
like
that-
Crescent.
that's what I'm saying,
I like
actually.
Crescent better actually because Crescent's just a small version of the Van Buren, but you
Yeah.
get that same like coffee shop feel.
Yeah.
I think the Crescent's the best for sure. I think the Van Buren can be a little big, but not in a bad way. Just how the sound travels in the room. That's just big for me. Like in the Crescent, like it's like the sound,
It's
everything,
all
the
right
feel,
there.
the vibe, everything is hitting on all cylinders. Like
agree.
I like the now too, but the now like upstairs is just it's a bit big from how
Yeah.
like the speakers sound. I don't know. It's just a weird thing with
the
me.
sound at the
Yeah.
now is like it's okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
decent.
You
It's
guys
decent.
both
Shout out
would
Taylor.
absolutely love the green rooms though at the Van Buren. At the
Yeah.
Van Buren, they
It's
have,
tough. I'm sure they're tough.
they have cold brew on tap there.
Yeah.
On tap.
They have cold brew on tap.
We
at the
will
Van
see you
Buren.
soon, Van Buren. We will
I've been to
be
the
there.
Marquee Green Room.
That's
Not
true.
the
They
Van
ain't
Buren.
fucking with the marquee,
And they
man.
get all
Marquee.
the they always
Oh,
get
the Marquee
Ziggy's,
is
the pizza
cool.
shop
my
that's next
favorite.
door to the Van Buren. They always get
Oh,
that
yeah,
catered
Ziggy's.
Oh,
green
Ziggy's,
pizza.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Ziggy's is
cool.
tough.
That's a dope.
Underrated
fucking
pizza place in
Yeah,
Arizona, by the
I
way.
ri-
Ziggy's,
bro,
Magic
Ziggy's-
Pizza in Phoenix.
Bro, they're
Oh,
it's crazy because they're underrated, but the last time I went in there, it was packed, bro.
Yep.
I was like,
People-
bro,
They kind of got a good gig going there because it's
That's
right
right
next to
next
the
to
Van
fucking
Buren.
venue.
Yeah, it's
And they got
tough.
the
Yeah.
speakeasy too.
Yeah,
That's
they
true.
got Stardust over there too.
That's true. Yeah.
Underrated spot in Arizona, by the way.
Shout out, man.
So yeah,
I
Braden.
wanna
Van Buren
perform
meat
at the
writer.
Marquee.
Shout out
But yeah,
to
the
Yeah,
Van Buren
Marquee
is the
would be
correct answer to
crazy.
that question.
the Marquee is the best venue in Arizona. I'll put my life on that line.
I'll say
I love
for intense
moshing
shows.
on a
Any
swing.
any show
that.
I've ever
going
been
crazy
to,
at the Marquee.
It's been crazy.
like my favorite shows I've ever been to have like the Marquee, bro. It's just like perfect because like you can see from everywhere, like because the floor is slanted, which is
Oh, okay,
dangerous
yeah.
at times. But like it,
All the time.
you can be like oh,
All the
here.
time.
Not a big
It
deal.
is.
You can be like here, and you can still see everything.
That's true.
I love it. And like
Yeah.
with 100
It's
Gex there was
unique.
sick.
It's unique.
Some of our favorite
Yachty there was,
Yeah.
was
Yachty
cool.
there
Yachty
was-
there was cool.
Oh, yeah.
Where did-
Yachty there was
What
fine.
was
You
that?
said it was good.
It was fine.
Fine?
It was
Oh,
It was
okay.
very. It was like.
Who?
It was,
I heard
sometimes it got a little
horrible.
too
I was like,
aggressive.
damn.
It was a little hot though. It did get a
Which
little
one?
hot.
One of my first
Yachty.
concerts
Y'all
was
just don't get it
Ski
like
Master
me.
Slump God. I saw him
Really?
there. That
Oh,
was my,
shit.
That was my
We was
only-
there.
We were there.
I've
That
seen
was
him
way back. Yeah.
4 or
Stokely
5
tour?
times.
I think so. Yeah.
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 With
That's
Danny
crazy.
Towers.
Yeah,
Danny
Danny
Towers.
Towers.
and
Yeah.
Buddha.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yep.
We was there.
yeah.
I was there way back.
That's
when.
fire.
I saw him and
solo.
him and
my high
Juice WRLD.
school.
Him and Juice WRLD at the press room. Shout out the fucking
We
press room.
performed the press room. That's crazy.
crazy.
Back, yeah.
Yeah.
It's closed now, I think.
It's done.
That and
Dude,
Club
they
Red,
had so much.
closed them out.
They had a like more of a
That
turnout.
place
They brought
was-
us to the fucking back. Like they set up like an impromptu stage in the back.
Yeah, I saw kind of
Is-
like some pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
That's crazy that that venue's gone though.
That's
Wow.
wild.
It is crazy.
It was
Fun
kind of
fact,
wild
right?
over there. That was like the Wild West type.
That's-
People was bringing like
Pre-COVID.
Yeah, man.
Asian.
They
people were moving
fuck-
shiesty over there.
I fuck with the Mesa Amphitheater too, but they don't really do a lot of shows no more.
Nah, that's all the city.
Yeah.
Fucking
I
sucks.
really fuck with
And they got
venue,
that
though. If it
curfew.
wasn't owned by the
I
city, there could
love
probably be a
Mesa
lot of really cool
Amphitheater.
shows.
That's
that go
probably
down
true.
there.
That's true. Yeah.
A lot of cool rap shows, a lot of cool like heavier shows too. It's
Yeah.
just a really good moshing place.
Yeah.
It's a grass area.
Oh
you know,
yeah.
so the floor has gives. If you fall,
Yeah.
you know,
Yo.
crack
that's-
your skull.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know. So.
Yeah.
All right. This can be very general, or it can be very simple. But that's the same thing. It can be either very open-ended or it can be very simple. But who do you make music for? And that goes for both of y'all.
I used to make music for others, like kind of like just like early on, you make shit like that sounds like other
Trying to appease an
people.
audience.
Yeah. But then like as I got better, I started like making music for myself, you know, and it just happened more naturally, and it became more me. So for me, I make music for myself, like as of right now. So
That's awesome.
Yeah. I would say the same thing for me too. I would say like I make music, not with me in mind, but I just make it for myself, from the perspective of like, if I'm not doing that, then whatever I'm producing is going to be inauthentic. You know what I'm saying? And then like it's not going to register with anybody because it's not coming from me, right? It's coming from who I think I'm supposed to be. You know what I mean?
It's almost like goes into why you do it in the first place as well. That's probably because this is a fan question. I'm assuming that's probably what they were going for with that. But like, it's like who? No, who specifically?
I make music
Who?
for my mommy.
My aunts and uncles, man.
So I really like this question actually, and I'm really curious to hear both of your answers. Top 3 bucket list
mic.
artists. Oh yeah, I do have one of those, don't I? Top 3 bucket
bros,
list
just
artists
yapping.
to see live that you haven't already.
I crossed a lot of them. I crossed a lot off my bucket list this year. Yeah, which was cool for sure. I wanted to see Dreamer Isioma live. I saw her. Orion Sun, saw her, and then who else? I want to see Gallimancius.
Yeah.
I want to see him live. I haven't seen him yet. He's probably in the top 3. Who else? I want to see. That's tough.
I'm like going through like inventory right now. I'm like
Dude,
sitting on that question.
Yeah, bro. We saw a lot of people.
Of people this year.
Who's on your bucket list?
Oh, Omar. Yeah.
Omar.
Oh,
Well, they
shoot.
think.
Omar Apollo.
Well, I would really like to see
Omar Apollo, that's a good one.
Omar Apollo's a great one.
You know-
Do you guys like rock music? How familiar are you guys
Yeah.
with rock music?
Yeah,
I
I like rap.
Do
dabble.
you guys fuck with Drain?
Who? Drain?
The band Drain.
I don't think I've heard of that.
I've heard like a couple songs, I believe, but they
remember
sounded
mine.
good though.
They're probably the top of my bucket list right now.
That's
'Cause I'm like you
solid.
guys. I checked off a lot this year.
There's like
Yeah, dude.
I checked
yeah.
off a lot.
We probably went to fucking
I mean,
40 shows.
yeah,
y'all went to a lot.
yeah,
Y'all saw a lot, bro. Y'all saw a lot.
That's
of
our
artists.
thing, man. That's what we do here.
Y'all saw a
I
lot.
don't even think I really have anybody left on mine.
Like I'm trying to think. I was just like the people I really want to
Bro,
see
yeah,
aren't
dude.
with us anymore.
Damn.
You know what I'm
That's
saying? Which
true.
sounds sounds bad.
Marvin
Like
Gaye.
Marvin Gaye, Michael Jackson, for sure. I gotta see what the hype was about.
Oh, dude, I want to see Planet Giza live.
Ah, Wagwan,
They're
Bumba
like-
Clot.
They're
So
from
true.
Montreal, so like they haven't
cool.
done a show in the States.
Oh,
But they're so fucking
They
good.
dropped what? They dropped the project. What's it called?
Maybe they're from Toronto. I don't know, but they're from Canada.
What's the project?
Ready When You Are. or-
Ready When You Are. That
Yeah.
project, no misses, man. That's just me.
Shit.
But they're a mix of
Giza.
like R&B,
Yeah,
hip hop,
R&B, hip hop,
alternative
something.
rap, R&B. It's a lot of that, but they're really good.
funky. Yeah, like they're so good. They're
That's
so
true.
good.
Somebody I really want to see live too. I would say I'd really want to see is the band Her if they were still with us. Just because like their music was crazy.
Peace all of them fools.
Crazy. I was like, bro, I didn't even know that they passed until like I dove deeper into them and I was like, what? But yeah, rest in peace. But I was like, damn, I really want to see them live. Yeah, that's tough.
Damn.
Let's see what we got here.
That got real sad.
Yeah, my bad. I didn't mean to bring the vibe.
No,
on
you
this.
chilling. All of his favorite artists are dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, practically. Yeah.
Fucking Nirvana.
Who's like
That's-
who's someone you want to see?
I feel like if I see System of a Down live, I never need to go to another show again.
Dude, yeah.
That'd be
I worked at
crazy.
Zia Records. I don't like listen to System of a Down, but like so many
You gotta
people
listen to
called in. They're
Toxicity,
like,
man.
like, do y'all have that on vinyl? I'm
Yeah.
like, no, we don't have System of a Down.
Toxicity is a must,
They
bro. It's
always
like
ask.
Yeah.
iconic
It's an essential.
metal.
That was, I think, like the first like metal album that I was shown because of like my sister, and like I even like because we had the CD. I even like
Yeah,
read the
man.
credits and all that. I love that album.
That
That's
shit,
awesome.
that shit have a place in my heart. I think that's a Mexican thing though, because my dad was the same way.
Yeah,
Straight up
low-key,
is a
yeah.
Mexican
Yeah,
thing.
bro. He was fucking listening to
exactly-
Toxicity in the back of the truck. It was like, what the hell, man? I'm like 6.
Yeah, man.
I'm six.
Deftones also, if you're into rock.
Ah,
and
that's
art.
Deftones,
So,
yeah.
growing up, that is something
People
people
always asked about Deftones too.
You go crazy,
Always
man.
ask
Do you
about
do you
Deftones.
really like Deftones like that?
No, I'm it's like back when I worked I actually kind of got into Deftones a little
Okay.
bit, like barely at all, but
Just
like
because I'm very curious. That's one of my favorite bands of all time. Do you have a
Yeah.
favorite Deftones album?
I know albums by like the cover art sometimes.
Okay,
So
okay.
like, what's that, dude? I don't even like.
The one with the
I'm one of them ones. You just described the cover art. I'll tell you exactly. What
I'm one of them.
There's
bro.
like
I
the one with
gotta,
the
like,
sweaty
I gotta
chick
see
on the
him. I gotta
front.
see
Dude,
him
if,
again.
if
I gotta
Mateo
look
is,
it up.
Dub on it?
Mateo is one
The
of the
white
people,
pony.
he is one of them. He's oh my
one
god,
of
bro.
the people of all time.
Yeah.
Those are the only two I know by them. As well.
Oh, Dominic
Deftones?
Fike.
Oh yeah.
That's,
Oh, yeah.
that's another artist I'm
Nina.
really
Oh,
He's
inspired
the new album
by.
this year, yeah.
Did you miss
Yeah,
him at
Great
Fargo?
album.
bro,
Yeah.
Sunburn is crazy.
Great album.
Great, very good, very good.
Also, great performer too. Great performer.
Did you catch him at
Great
Fargo?
actor as well.
Yeah.
Shout out Euphoria.
He was probably it's a battle between him and Willow for me. Willow's also really good.
I like Will.
Ooh, yeah.
Willow
I
would
love
be
her
a cool
stuff.
one.
Willow,
brought out
dude,
Jaden
Willow
she,
was
bro,
so
she's
good.
probably like the best vocally
was so
I've
good.
ever heard, like out of this generation, like live,
Ever.
bro. It's not even close.
Wow.
Damn.
Like I'm
I
not
don't know
even
about
trying to.
that one, but
I'm not trying to start stuff.
That's sick.
I'm not
That's a
even
cool
trying to start
opinion.
stuff.
She was awesome.
She was,
awesome.
bro. It was
She blew-
different.
She blew me away.
I was
for
like,
sure.
am I hearing this? And like people, like I saw people that were walking by that had no intention of watching her that were like this. And he said,
They stopped. Dude, yeah.
I was like,
man.
yeah, bro, she's cutting up over here, bro.
That's fucking
She's
awesome.
cutting. She was
man.
good.
Yo,
I hear a
yo.
lot more talent in her music than Jaden's music for sure.
You don't
But
do it.
I-
Yeah, we were talking about that.
We were talking
Not
about
to
that
hate,
while we
but-
were watching. Yeah, no hate, because Jaden's tough too.
Jaden's really
but,
good,
like,
yeah. It's just like different styles that they're doing, but
she's, like, younger, too, like-
yeah,
It's
Willow's.
cool.
I was like, bro, what are you doing right now? Yeah,
Yeah.
but she went crazy. But you
Yeah.
find that Deftones piece?
I think it's like the one with the owl on it, or like the bird.
Diamond Eyes. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
great
good
pick.
one.
I think
Diamond
that
Eyes
one's
is a great album.
Yeah, that one's like I think I've heard a few off there.
Command Control is good. I've met the Butcher is good.
There's that one with
Around the
the eyes.
Fur is
the one with
tough,
the
too.
eyes on it. It's like gray and black.
Oh no, you're talking about Ohms.
Okay, yeah.
OHMS.
Yeah,
Just
that's
where it's
also
like
one that
a-
I've seen.
It's like that. Are you familiar with Joy Division? That album where it's just the waves, the white lines. It's
Mhm.
kind of
Every
like that, but it makes
indie
the face.
T-shirt ever.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know
yeah.
what you're talking about. Great album. That came out in like
Nice, that's funny.
2020, I think,
Yeah,
which is
COVID
very
year.
interesting. Like it's a very refreshing piece coming from them, especially because their first album was what 94 was Adrenaline, I think
95.
95.
You're
so.
close.
You know all the facts. That's crazy.
But yeah,
We're
they're
nerds.
like
This is what we
great,
do.
great pick
That's
for the favorite
cool.
too. I don't usually
That's
hear that
cool.
one.
If we're not recording, we're just doing the same thing.
Yeah,
We're just doing this.
Just-
stuff.
That's awesome. Man.
Cutting up.
That's awesome.
We're still talking about concert. A lot of concert questions.
Yeah,
best
I love going
concert-
to shows, man.
Best concert you've ever been to?
Duckworth.
bro. Duckworth.
Damn, that was
Duckworth.
fast.
That's easy. Yeah.
I should have been at that
too-
show now. I should have kept
Shout
them
out.
tickets.
Yeah, that show, I was like,
He
all
was
right,
too
bro.
good, man.
Damn.
And it was at the Crescent, so you were like right
Close.
here, bro, and
Yeah.
experiencing
I do
the
really like that
energy.
venue. I
Yeah.
do like that.
I've
venue.
been there twice.
It, like lights went off, and he like
He was-
spawned in the middle of the crowd, and like when the lights came on, he was just like with like a skull mask on, and like walked through everybody, and we were like,
Oh, okay.
bro, what in the world?
I
is
was-
right here.
I was
with, like,
glazing.
a full suit on and everything, and
Not gonna
then
lie.
he played his first song.
I had to glaze.
He
I
played,
was,
like,
bro,
I'm dead.
Cause
and
we
then,
were
like,
kind of close to the middle.
Oh my God.
So like when I noticed, like, because camera lights go off, right, and people start recording, I was like, what the heck? I
it
look
was
over.
cool, bro. Like it was cool.
It was crazy. Like I was reaching for him, and then Ella was like, "Chill out, bro." I'm like, "Chill out, bro." I was like, "You're right. I'm tweaking right now."
You had to be there.
Yeah, I was
though.
like,
some
hey,
shows.
hey.
Some
I was like,
shows,
"Bro,
those-
relax, man."
Like especially,
Relax.
I don't know how far that was like into when you started going to concerts, but there's always that one show where you're like, Yeah, let me get my hand out. Real
No,
quick.
yeah, just
Let me
for the
grab your
one
hand.
time.
They dap me up.
Yeah,
bro.
let me
Yeah,
get on your.
You
yeah.
touched IDK's head at the
Yeah,
Pusha
well,
T show.
yeah. Like
So
I
you
like,
never
like,
watched
Ski
him?
Mask. Ski Mask, the Slum God. The first time I saw
Oh,
him,
yeah.
he did a backflip in the front
yeah.
flip of the crowd
I
and
saw
landed
that.
on us, and I was like, "Let me get my hands."
Oh,
on
y'all
him.
were up there when he did that? Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
He does one at every show.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I'm
Yeah.
just like Jalil,
He's
man.
Ski
But-
Mask is he's kind of lost it now because he smokes too many cigarettes. He can't really perform very much.
That's
but
fair. Yeah.
I kind of vowed to myself I'd probably see him every time he comes here.
There's a.
He's good, bro.
5 or 6
He's
times now.
good.
You guys know about? I'm sure you guys know about Jalil, right?
Hell yeah.
Like-
Jaleel.
Yeah, like there's
Huge Jalil
every
fan.
time I see him,
Dude,
bro,
it's funny.
it's him ripping a like Hanes T-shirt, and
And there's a
I
gainer
wonder.
flip.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, like that's the craziest gainer ever. And I'm like, I wonder how many white T-shirts he's like burned through.
Haynes needs
I'm-
to sponsor.
Hanes
kinda-
needs to sponsor him,
I'm kind
bro.
of I'm kind of
Can't be doing that
convinced he
shit for free
doesn't
anymore, dude.
he doesn't wear a shirt
That dude's built
ever.
funny
Like,
too.
No,
That's
yeah.
built so
until he gets
funny.
on stage, then he puts one on. So like he could probably put his whole budget in there. He fell
Short
off
and
that ramp.
stocky to the
couple
max.
Yeah.
months
Oh yeah, I hope he's doing
Oh
okay.
Fell out that fucking ramp.
Haynes
he's
got to
alright.
come out with
I
like an
hope-
ultra heavyweight shirt, like that, like can't be ripped, can't be torn,
Oh, man.
and then have this motherfucker like do a video for
No.
the
Yeah,
That's
that's
OP.
true. That's
Phone
true.
book
That's a
in
good
half.
idea.
It's like not
That's-
even Jalil can do it.
The
Man.
last one.
Not even he can do it.
not even Jalil, man.
So is Duckworth for both of you?
Yeah.
Yeah, just
It's a good
the
pick though.
he-
we,
the way
we
he
gotta see him
sounded
now. I
and
want to see
stuff.
him now.
Yeah.
Everything
Yeah,
was just
yeah.
hitting, man. Like,
I've never thought about seeing Duckworth before until right now. I'm like,
he's a
damn, I wanna see
performer,
him.
bro. He's really a performer. Like he really does it. He opened for Billie Eilish on tour, like a little bit, part of her
wow.
tour.
Oh shit.
So he
I
was.
remember that.
he'll be for Billie
That's
Eilish.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's an interesting lineup.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
I think this is
Yeah.
our last question. Is
Yeah,
it?
yeah. This is the
yeah.
last one. What are your guys' dream feature?
That's a great question.
And let's say dead or alive.
That's a
Yeah.
great.
One
thank
of each.
you.
How about?
One of each.
Yeah, might as well. Shit, why
I
not?
would say who's not with us, Marvin Gaye for me,
I could see Marvin Gaye killing Sunset Lover right
bro.
now.
He would annihilate it.
God damn.
He would sing me off my own song. You know what I'm saying?
I'd put the song in the trash.
Which I was like, bro, you could honestly like you could just
Keep
take
it.
my vocals off
Yeah,
and like if you want to do your, you know what I'm saying, like if you want to keep take the beat, take my vocals off. If you want to sing it how I sang it, keep the lyrics. That's cool. I'd say like 20, maybe 2.5%.
No reverb, Marvin
Yeah,
Gaye.
bro.
Yeah, no reverb, Marvin. Just
man.
clean cut raw vocals. Pause. And yeah, that's it.
That's funny.
But that's who's not with this. Who's with this? It's tough. I have it's a lot of people I'd like would want to get on a verse or like I'd be on their song or something. You know, I don't know. It's hard to choose.
Are you thinking locally or are you thinking just big picture? Just in
Big.
general?
Just
Yeah,
like
big
everybody involved, so locally and worldwide. Damn, Pitbull.
That's the motherfucker right there.
I'd be kind of crazy. Nah, you get Pitbull. If you get Pitbull on the joint, you're set for life.
It's over.
Like,
You get Mr. Worldwide
That
on.
Mr.
Mr.
song?
World,
Mr.
the
305.
Mr.
Mr.
Worldwide,
305.
Mr. 305.
Every time.
Come on, man.
That's a certified smash.
I'm
bro.
not even from Florida, but I'll cap and be like, yeah, man, I'm from Broward County, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
man. I remember being in Miami,
Like,
seeing you perform in
Bruh,
front of 5 people.
But I remember being
Paul
in,
LeBron.
but
Fucking
I,
LeBron.
but I remember being in Miami and LeBron was, he was like, "What's up, Jit?"
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I would take my talents to South Beach.
So you-
Maker?
yeah,
Bro, he was
Can't
going
make him,
crazy.
man.
He was going crazy.
It's, man, hey,
Um,
shout out LeBron James, man.
I don't even know. I would want. He's not an artist, but I would want to be on a Monty Booker beat. Like, if that nigga was
Oh,
like, "Here's a
yeah.
pack," I'd be like, "Oh, what
that's
the
fire.
fuck?" I would geek.
I would cry
Or
for
if I
you,
could
man.
make music like with him, like at his like like that'd be.
If there's
That's
one,
a dream. That's a dream for me for sure.
no, that would be crazy. By the way, I just want to let y'all. I want to preface that would be insane. Y'all not ready for that.
Y'all-
But I would say for me
Monty's too
personally,
good.
there's a producer who I really want to work with. He goes by the name of Lido. Lido
Yeah, I saw
executively produced Jordan Ward's whole album Forward.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was just him. I'm pretty sure some other people were on there too, but it was like, Lido was kind of leading the pack on that. And then he also did a song that I really love by Jaden Smith, or just Jaden. It's called Still in Love. It was off of Jaden's CTV3, Chippers Edition album, which is kind of like indie pop rock type vibe. But that song, like, I didn't know like that he made the beat until like I went in the credits and like looked at it, but I didn't know, and I found out on his Instagram or whatever, or like through like his tag post or some shit like that. So I was doing some like deep diving. I was like, wait, this is the same nigga that did Jordan Ward. I was like, that makes so much sense. I was like, okay, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So if I can get on some Lido shit, bro, I'll be cooling for a while.
Yeah, he did
I
like
would say.
Charmander by Amine too.
No
shit.
shit.
Like
Really?
he's like
Okay, shit.
on some.
Damn, and he
yeah.
doing the hyper pop shit. All right.
Yeah,
He's on everything.
He's very much like very talented, very talented.
He executive produced 2.5.
Yeah, I
believe so.
think so.
Damn.
He had credits. Yeah, I don't know if he executive produced it, but he had like Charmander was like. I was like, what is
That
this
shit was
beat? Like,
crazy.
when
Yeah,
they
man.
dropped that, I'd never heard anyone
What
do like
the
double
fuck is
time,
this?
like that type of like energy, that bounce. I was like, this is crazy.
What's your favorite Monty Booker beat?
Oh my god.
That's a good question.
We got the biscuits, maybe, man. I hope he did that one. Did he do that?
He
one?
did, yeah, he did. I like a lot of the stuff on Black Swan, so which one, dude? Honestly, I like Amphetamine, even though it's like a super simple beat. 'Cause that's like a cool one for sure. I like We Got the Biscuits is cool too.
He's too good, man.
Clink is like weird. Clink is
My
weird,
fucking
but I
shit,
love
man.
it. He
Clink,
like
yeah,
yeah.
it's probably like basic, but like
Did he do All Ass Country?
all that.
Yeah,
found a
yeah.
way in here.
Yeah. Oh, that's Kendrick. Yes, that
I
beat
love
is
that beat.
crazy.
Wavy.
Yeah, I
And,
love that beat too.
He did that one with the drum sample too. That single. I really like that song.
Rice and Gravy.
Rice
No,
and Gravy is my
but
favorite Smino song.
That's a good one
Really?
too.
Yeah,
It's
dude,
called,
he
The
did
colors,
that.
the colors performance
I
of
gotta
that
look
song.
that
He went dummy, man.
I listened to that
I love
like
that song too.
every day last year. Like
I love that song
That's-
too.
It's like a one-off single that he did with Monty Booker, and like they sampled the drums.
Is it MLK? No.
for
Is
the
it-
for
It's like during the
um,
pandemic.
for
It's
Love
one of my
for
favorite
Rent, or-
Smino songs.
Oh, the one with Jid.
Backstage Pass.
Backstage Pass. That's
Ah.
off the. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love that.
That was
beat.
cool. Yeah.
that
That's a good
COVID
one.
Smino was crazy, man. That
COVID Smino was
Yeah.
crazy, bro. He's
He got
dropping
all
hella
the-
singles.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
He was going crazy.
Fuck with Smino heavy.
Smino's tough, man.
Yes. Yes, he is.
Wasn't it
He's
like
awesome.
around that time that like Tempo came out?
Tempo.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tempo single, yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
dropped Giannis in that joint too. That was crazy. Smino's a different type of nigga, man. I don't know what he's on or what's in the water in St. Louis, but them niggas out there.
What's in the water?
No, for real, cause like
St. Louis
he-
is crazy.
he's from out there.
St. Louis is
Sob.
kind of
No name
a
is-
bit of
Yeah,
a-
Sob
no
fan?
name, yeah.
No name, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. I
All
thought
those
Sabo was from
people are
Chicago.
Oh, what's his name? Ryan Trey too.
I think Saba's from Chicago. Saba's from Chicago.
Yeah, I thought he was from Chicago.
And then No Name might be
I think he's
from
also from
Chicago as
Chicago.
well.
Yeah.
He's from Chi-Town.
But they just like fuck with like Smino's also like
Yeah.
Chicago and St. Louis are like this. So
Yeah.
it's like
They got that collab.
yeah, because Toby also he's from Chicago.
Chicago,
and
yeah, that's true.
collabs with
Ghetto Sage, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's gonna be legendary. That's
Yeah.
gonna be
That'll be dope.
crazy. Did y'all fuck with No Name's like latest album? Did y'all
Oh
listen
yeah,
to
it's
it?
It's on my list. I haven't gotten to it
Yeah.
yet.
There's a
It's
song on there.
It's like some good ones in there.
What's the name of that song? There's a funny song on there that I really liked. Nah, well, I'm
I liked her. I liked her
out of this
NPR
shit
performance.
right now.
I watched the
Yeah,
NPR
yeah,
performance.
yeah.
that
It was
shit
cool.
Do you have a favorite off there?
Off her new album.
Yeah, yeah. Sundial, I think is what it's called, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's still probably gonna be the one with J Electronica balloons. I think it is.
Dude, I think
That
that
was
was
a
my
close
favorite
second.
too. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I fuck with that
Some
one.
J Electronica.
That's like easily a top 5 beat of the year. I love that shit.
Yeah, yeah. And Monty has some hand in like the production on that too. So I had to like listen for sure. I'm always listening to everything he does. He's awesome.
I like Namesake. That was my
Monty is so
favorite.
good.
Namesake.
Namesake.
Yeah,
was
that
my
was like
favorite
one of the top, or that was like one of the first 5 tracks, right? Or was it towards
Yes.
the end? Yeah.
I think because it was like the whole thing was about like the NFL and like the like she was talking about like the halftime show and shit and Jay-Z and like just very on her political shit on that
Dang,
song.
she was
Yeah.
name
She's
dropping.
always, she's
Yeah.
always
Oh, yeah,
on
yeah,
that.
man.
For real.
It was like I was like holy shit like
yeah.
because No Name's always been like a lyricist but
Yeah.
like I think of her more as like just a jazzy kind of artist,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But then when she's like really spitting her shit, oh like okay.
Oh, she was looking for the smoke on that one.
Yeah.
Her name is tough, man.
So we're gonna conclude here with a few more questions. So we'll keep you here for probably another 15 minutes.
Word.
I got a question to ask you, Zilu. You have a lot of singles, and I think in some regards you've perfected, dropping singles. They can hold their own. what I'm really curious to see about your artistry, though, is if it can translate to it sounding good on an album. Is a solo album something you're working on? Is that something that is prioritized on your timeline? I haven't heard a formal announcement, and I'm not going to push you. But,
No pressure.
all I'm going to say is a live announcement on 808s and Cold Takes would be awesome. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, is a solo project something that is a priority for you at this moment in time?
I would say it's very high priority for me. I've been honestly kind of been hibernating when it comes to like projects and stuff, really just trying to stack up, make all kinds of different types of music, see what I like, see what I don't like, see what I feel like is really me and what's not. Just going through that process as of late. But I'm planning on dropping an album. I don't know when, but may not be 2024, but it will be soon. Soon I'm gonna call it Hey Jack. So
Oh yeah.
There you go. Working title right here.
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So
As good as it gets.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
I thought I'd let y'all in on
World
that.
premiere.
Appreciate the
World
sneak peek of the
premiere.
title.
I like it.
For sure.
But speaking of that, though, in general, Arizona's not a huge. I have it written down here that Arizona's not a huge hip hop mecca. I would say a music mecca in general. I wouldn't say that's exclusively to rap music. There are not very many super huge Arizona artists that have made it huge. I mean, Futuristic and Indie Reserve might be good examples.
Shout out Futuristic.
Jimmy Eat World might be another big example. Which,
Yeah,
fun
Jim
fact, they're
Blossoms.
from Mesa, Arizona. If you didn't know that.
Hell yeah.
Jimmy Eat World, the band.
You ever heard? It takes some time. Hell yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah, they're from Mesa.
Motherfuckers.
But yeah, other than them, there's not a lot. So with that being said, how important is it for you both to put Arizona on the map with your artistry? Or, I guess, do you feel like a product of Arizona?
Like, as when you mean like product of Arizona, do you feel like Arizona created our sound, or like how do you mean?
In a way,
Or you
did
creating
Arizona?
Arizona's sound?
Yeah, I think it's more that like there's a very much like a blank canvas right now with like what Arizona's sound is, and I feel like we're kind of like piecing that together and
Creating
like
it?
creating it as like we're linking with other artists and all this stuff. So I feel like very much so we're the catalyst for like what's coming out of Arizona. So
Yeah.
I'm all
I'd
for
agree.
it. Yeah.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it much better. Yeah, I agree. I think that's the first thing we really noticed once we kind of dove deeper into the music scene, is that like there's no like relation with like Arizona and like music. You know what I mean? Like if they think of Arizona, it might just be like Futuristic, or you know what I mean, somebody like that. But hopefully, yeah, I was like somebody's
worry about
crying.
It's the puppy.
I'm feeling.
He's like 3 months old.
He wants to be on the episode.
Hey, I'm feeling for a gang. But
He'll
yeah.
fucking destroy this place. He's blue nose pit bull, like
Oh,
breed.
dang, he going crazy.
Fucking, he'll jump all over. He's annoying, but he's smart.
Shout out to him.
I mean, I don't tell.
Nah, you're good. That's pretty much all I have to say. Just kind of.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you both do. Especially you, Haze. I feel like there's a lot of bars that, like, I was telling them a little bit ago. You rhyme
when
Arizona
you
with a
bring
lot
up-
of shit, and like you
Love AZ.
find a way to slide AZ specific things into your songs. Which I think, as someone born and raised in Arizona, which is like 40% of the state, it feels like, that's cool. It was awesome.
It feels so good to
And
hear.
It still is, and I assume you're gonna continue to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
as long
hearing-
as as it's like natural for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
for
hearing
sure.
shit on songs like with you guys and Sam and whoever else, when they reference like Arizona shit, it's just cool to be like, I know what you're talking about. You know,
Yeah.
like
You're saying
I'm not
street
from no
names,
Atlanta shit.
shots.
Like
Yeah.
like I think it's on Amateur that Cade says something about I-10, like the I-10, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I know what the
I'd
fuck
say-
that is.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
I-10 merge.
On lane, if you get that, yeah. There you
Yeah.
go.
I feel like everyone wants something to like congregate to, but it's just like, has to be done in the right way. A lot of the artists out here that I talk to are like, we're down. It's just like has to like, you know, like someone has to do it the right way, or the right person has to do it. Yeah, so we're really trying to like be the catalyst for that, like by like doing shows like the birthday party and like showing up to each other's stuff all the time and like just really supporting each other. Like that's where it starts. So I feel like being supportive in our own circle, it kind of branches out.
Yeah, I agree.
You guys are very tight too. Like I've noticed that like all of you guys, like even all the people that you're mentioning that like I don't even like I haven't heard of like half of these other names that you guys are mentioning, but like you guys are all like it seems like you guys are all family, and like that's something I never really noticed when I was like recording artists and stuff in high school or like meeting local artists, local bands and stuff. There wasn't really like a sense of community there, but it feels like you guys have like a humongous sense of community. Like just family.
It looks like you all are united through the passion of making music and just you know, putting your heart and soul into it. So it's really cool to see from the outside.
Yeah. And it really like started this like late last year, early this year. Like we met Samex and like it was just so natural, like the connection, and like we were like, oh, you guys were at this, and we kind of like went back and like went through like each of our journeys and stuff like that, and like was very similar type of deal. So we kind of like connected on that.
Those guys?
Z met them at FOMO, Fear of Making Out music video shoot.
Oh, yeah.
And then him and him and Reese, like they were like, wait, we played football together.
Yeah.
Like and then he was like, yeah, we're in a group.
Stats, man?
Yeah, it was funny.
No stats back in the day.
Man, we were patting, man.
And then I met them at a different show. Yeah, and then just from there, we were like, dude, y'all are awesome.
Yeah, it was crazy because like
we saw them yesterday. Like they were at my
we were
hanging out yesterday.
They were just with us. Yeah,
we got a lot of cool stuff. Like
yeah, man, they've been cooking, man. I'm not saying out them, but they've been cooking.
We've heard it a little bit. We got a couple singles over the past few months. So
yeah, they've been cooking.
We know something's going on there.
Yeah, they're brewing, man.
I just love, I guess, everything here comes back to Samex Glaze time, but like the approach that they have, especially seeing it like from the beginning, you know, like their first phase of music, and then like when Ghetto came out, and now the shit they're doing now, like it just. I think I said on the review, I was like, it. Whenever you think like, damn, that shit is perfect, and then they perfect it more, and it's like, so good. Or they do some new shit that you would have never thought they'd do, and then they bring out this guitar, and then they bring out the singing, and it's so dope, man.
Yeah, man, it's cool. I think
shout out the homies.
Yeah, man, shout out the homies, man. The crazy part with them, which I kind of knew, like we were all gonna like mesh very well together. Because of me knowing Justin or Shy and Jay, back when Jay was barely walking or steady, is that like we all are perfectionists. We all strive for excellence in every area of our lives. So I knew that like once we all kind of get together and continue to have that frame of mind, state of mind, that everything would just kind of work itself out as it already is. And I know they inspire us, and hopefully we inspire them as well, to keep going and all that fun stuff. But yeah, they keep us on our toes for sure. They're always working and coming up with some crazy shit, man. Honestly, like, I don't know how they do it, but they manage to do it time and time again. So much love to y'all, man. Love y'all niggas, man.
Right on.
They're up here somewhere. Where are they?
We have them there.
There they go. There they go. Yeah, man.
That's the shout out.
OG.
What is this?
Those are the ones right there.
Yeah. Shout out Zone Magazine.
Zone Magazine. Yeah, Zone Magazine. Shout out, man.
That's kind of it. If unless anybody has straggling questions, I think that's kind of the end of it.
I think we covered all the bases.
I think we did too.
Nice.
Let's try this outro shit. Thank you for watching. Our debut episode, 808s on Cam. Whoop. Huge fucking thank you to Yuhng Haze and Z Lew.
For real.
Inaugural guests. Awesome dudes. Learned a lot of shit. You're always welcome back whenever the fuck you want.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Yeah. It's been a pleasure having y'all. All the normal YouTube shit, hit the bell, subscribe, like, all that fucking shit.
We got TikTok.
Yeah.
You know what to do, man.
Check out Spotify, Apple Podcasts, because we have a lot of audio shit as well. like years worth of audio shit.
Yeah.
Z and Haze, any last words before we sign off here? Anything y'all want to address or speak about?
Man, I ain't got shit.
Thank you for having us. Y'all, like, the attention to detail that y'all, like, I can really tell that you guys, like, really enjoy doing this. Y'all came correct. Like, y'all know your stuff. And, like, that means a lot, like, to receive that much care. And, like, people really listen to our music like that. So it means a lot. Like, truly.
yeah.
Truly it does.
We got
Appreciate
you for
that.
him, man.
Yeah.
Thank y'all, man. Also, all the music shit aside, thank y'all for like really being friends. You know what I'm saying? And like
Dude, likewise, man.
supporting.
Yeah.
But not even just that,
Likewise.
just like being cool people. You know what I'm saying? Like, we appreciate that. Hopefully, we're the same way.
Yeah.
We try to be.
We feel
Absolutely
we
reciprocated. I can tell you that
we-
much.
we
Yeah,
appreciate-
Crazy in the comments.
Yeah.
Crazy at the shows.
Yeah, the comments,
Wow,
bro.
it's
You,
like
In
you,
the comments, dude. Oh
bro.
my
I wish is this a camera? Man, I wish this camera was right on
Yeah.
Max right here, bro.
We'll crop it.
Bro, Max,
We'll zoom effect later in post.
Max has almost got my account shadow banned. I'm sure, like at least 3 times.
Fans
I
are
don't know,
on
bro.
my
I
account,
just
man.
what's the point
But
of
I love
Instagram.
no Max has the best comments
I'm
in the
just him.
world, bro. Like Max, I love you, man. I appreciate
I
you, man.
appreciate you. I love y'all for real.
Max Hall of Fame comment.
Hall of
I
Fame.
don't know if you saw
Dude,
the
it's-
shit that he put on Kadro's.
it's-
the Kadro Sam X post.
What do you-
On it, the paragraph you fucking wrote about like.
Oh.
Honestly, I'm feeling wet.
Yeah, like
Hey.
I don't know,
Things
bro.
about
I
this.
just it. I don't know if I call it a
It's so
talent or a
good.
curse. It just
It's
comes off
Different. It's really different,
none of
man.
this-
It's
none of
really
this is-
different.
It's different,
a
man.
lot of the time, if I
Really
say
different.
shit and I've said this on the show, like any crazy shit I say is just off the fucking dome. Like I don't be thinking or nulling over this, except for
off
the
top, man.
was the
top.
Elder Wand bit on your episode. Were we
No,
talking
that
about the
was
Elder
on,
Wand at the beginning of your episode?
I don't even.
We were talking about
Bro.
sticking the Elder Wand up your dick like a sounding device.
Oh
And
yeah,
I had been
we
thinking
were.
about that
I
the
think
night
that was-
prior.
We did do that.
I think that was not that episode. That
But-
was a different episode.
But it's a blessing and a curse because it's funny, but I'm a weirdo, so it happens.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more thing.
Thank you.
Go on Spotify, follow
Oh, yeah,
the
and
show,
check out these
808s and
guys'
Cold
music.
Takes, but also Stream
Yeah, I'm
Home
trying to-
Security by Yuhng Haze. He's saying it
Yes,
right there.
sir.
He made that
Sunset
shit.
Lover.
Sounds real sexy and awesome.
Oh yeah,
Stream
Yes, sir.
Sunset
Sunset
Lover, another
Lover.
sexy and awesome
and the
song.
sped up version. Stream that
Appreciate
shit.
it.
Yep.
Or if you want to blend, watch the video.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
All right.
No glaze.
Claim your day one tickets now.
No
Yeah.
glaze.
Claim your
Thanks-
day one tickets
Thank you
right
for the
now.
support. We love you
Early
guys a ton.
glaze.
You guys have a good night. Carlos.
Have a good night, y'all. Peace.